in watching you kill yourself.
Why are you doing this?
To see if there's anything out there beyond death.
It is reckless, immoral, and unethical.
Today's a good day to die.
I'm going next.
Nobody is going next. It's too dangerous.
We can't turn back now. I'm going further.
1,000. 2,000. You're not real. Got her. Don't have her. I thought I paid my dues. Flatline.
Flatliners. Some lines shouldn't be crossed.
And what's up, Gorehounds? Welcome to the Gore More Podcast. I am that not so mean Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, bringing it in as always. However, I do not bring this shit show in alone. For with me as always, let's see, what do I got today? How about my flatlining, my fake flatlining phantasms? We're gonna go with, I don't know.
That works.
It's all a dream, baby. Starting off with the Duke of the Dead, Lord Scuba Cabra, Mr. Steve Vasquez.
Hello.
Hello. We have that meat mountain, the killing machine himself, Mr. Babe Amone.
Good evening.
And special guest spot, filling in for the Chad Daddy, we have the lovely Kaylee Diaz from 50 States of Terror podcast.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
Today is September 22nd, 2022. And well, we have a
August.
It's August.
August again.
Jesus
August.
Christ, I did it again.
2 weeks in a row.
Bro, could you not tell I'm like not just fucking I'm literally all decked in like Halloween shit. I've been to spirits like 3 times a week. It's just not good, dude. It's not good. I can't believe I did it again. What the fuck, man?
I caught it this time.
I had a mild panic. My son's birthday is in September, and I was like, oh shit, did I just forget?
Did we just jump a month? What?
Right.
Kick it out.
Don't do that to me.
All right.
I died and came back.
Yes.
You flatlined for
today-
fucking the whole
yeah,
month.
Seriously, we all did there.
August. What he said. Oh, thank you, Scoobs. And well, we have a fun episode today. But first, before we do that, as always, Scuba, if you could please.
It is now time for your Slice Life.
Thank you, Mr. Vasquez. Kaylee, you haven't been here in a good long time. So what the hell have you been up to?
We have been up to a lot at 50 States of Terror. I just actually had a super cool interview with the leading ladies of Corpus Christi recently. So getting, a little bit of recognition for the stuff that I'm doing with our podcast. We just got our first merch samples in, which is also really, really exciting. We're going to have some announcements coming with that. But other than that, just plugging away. Just went on a girls' weekend because I needed a break. But now I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm back at it. My hangover's gone and I'm ready to get to work.
Hey, that's pretty good. If you just got back, it's Monday and it's gone already.
I mean,
I say kudos to you.
Pedialyte and Excedrin. Let's get it done.
PSA right there. Listen to that.
If you take Pedialyte chasers, you will not wake up with a hangover.
I will remember that for next time.
Pedialyte chasers.
If you take Pedialyte chaser, and I learned that from fucking Vinnie Paul. When we were hanging out with him at a strip club, he was taking Pedialyte chaser. I'm like, what the fuck are you taking? And he was like, Pedialyte chasers. We never had hangovers.
What?
That's how they drank so much fucking Jack. He was
I'm
telling
not even
us.
gonna question that, but just like, dude, if you were to walk in and you see anybody, I would say,
Fucking
let
Vinnie
alone,
Paul.
right?
Dude, and he had his
Yeah.
bottle
Rocking
Jack.
Pedialyte at a strip club, dude. Like,
Yeah, at the fucking strip club, man. It was awesome.
fantastic. Oh my goodness.
You could leave that as your slice of life. Like, perfect.
Oh man. Anything else, Kaylee?
No, I think that's the big stuff that we've got going. I'm looking forward. We've got some October specials coming up, so
Ooh.
maybe you guys can come hang out with me for a little chat over there.
Hell yeah.
We'll talk about it a little bit after the episode, and maybe we'll get some announcements coming up.
That'd be sweet. That'd be sweet. Awesome. Bobby, we didn't get to see your lovely face last week. How the hell have you been, sir?
I've been good. Last week I was on. Well, that Monday I was on vacation with my family, so I was not here. I was too busy drinking and having some other things to do. So had to
Did you have
spend
any
some time-
Pedialyte chasers, or
Fuck
just for
no.
next time? Okay, cool.
He's still
Okay.
young. He's still young. That's why.
He's
I'm
young,
I'm
and
the young
he's
one
just-
here. I'm
he's
freshly
massive.
29. Like I still feel all right.
The amount
I'm
of
also
booze
not
that
a-
it would take this bull to get down, it'd be ridiculous. Like,
Not only that, I'm not. I don't drink like I'm fucking in college either.
no, you don't.
I don't. I drink enough to be like I'm good. But
You're responsible.
yeah, for once in my life, I'm responsible. But the rest of the week was I had 2 days. I actually had 3 days off of work because we were a little short. So I had a 3-day weekend this past weekend. Saturday, me and my girlfriend went with some of our friends to a winery down in South Jersey, and we had some wine, had some sangria, and all the good shit like that. And then yesterday, we basically were bums and did nothing. We watched this. What I'll say is a wonderful movie, and we are going to talk about that today. And that was basically it for my slice of life for the past week. Lord Scuba, give it to me.
Well, since you weren't here, I want to start off my slice of life by saying happy belated birthday for one, because we did not get to tell you on the show. So happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
So I worked, really just started the new job last week and just learning the new stuff that I'm doing. And then I got to watch the Dragon Ball movie on Thursday, which was, it got me so fucking hype. I love that shit.
Bro,
Can't wait for the new
We could
season.
drop literally a whole podcast about that right now.
Yep, just that one fucking movie would be. 2
She's
hours
like,
worth.
no.
No, Scuba knows my feelings. We recently did a tournament for the best cartoon ever.
I know.
and
I was part of probably the other team that you probably hate, but
it didn't have my vote, is all I have to say.
it was a hard vote. Dude, that was a
Okay.
hard vote. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I actually was like, I almost
think
was
I
thinking
missed-
about
I-
flipping a coin.
I
It
missed
was
this
down-
one, so I
It
don't
was
know.
down to DBZ or Avatar. And
Oh, Avatar.
Last Enderbar. I don't know, man. I don't.
That's what I
dude,
said.
Avatar.
I love Avatar, dude.
Avatar.
Listen, I love Avatar, man, but I have shelves of DBZ DVDs, as
And
you
it's-
guys have seen.
Both are great shows. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
in all reality, I think it should have just ended up in a draw. And
It's
you
such
know,
a tough one, dude.
yeah, because it was a tough one. Shout out to Bruna from Twitch. How's it going?
Yes.
But other than that, I worked this weekend. Then I got to do my first voice acting ever,
Woo.
and it was awesome. It was super easy.
Yeah.
If you listen to the new 50 States of Terror podcast, you hear this voice in the background telling people step right up, and that's me. That's this guy.
Yeah, he got to come over and see my whole new setup, and he came over and recorded some Carnival Barker lines for me. And now that I know he has such an interest, I'm about to abuse this, and he's gonna be coming over and voice acting all the time. So
Nice.
give my
nothing wrong with
kids
the-
a break.
There's nothing wrong with the abuse. Abuse them.
Yeah, I'm all
man.
for it. Like,
I'm sad I'm not near you guys.
Yeah.
you don't have to be near us. She
Yeah,
do
you
it
can send me audio.
I can, but I'd rather learn instant transmission and just get there. But
I mean, and we can go to HEB. You got to hear all the wonderful
Yes!
things about HEB.
I need to go to this
And-
app, dude.
Wiener Schnitzel, and we'll just make it a whole
Yeah.
vacation.
Honestly, I do want to get down to Texas Frightmare at some point. So maybe
I think
just
I'm trying to
always-
get
That's
Texas Frightmare
not even
next
close
year.
to us. That's
I
not
don't
even
give a
close to
shit. I'll
us,
make it a
but
week, bro.
I will fucking make the drive up to see your ass. Just saying.
You do
I'm
it.
trying to get down there for next year, actually. Just
Send us audio,
Let
dude.
me know.
And you guys, that is like a secret dream of mine, dude. To do fucking
Yeah,
I'm right with
that's-
Scoobs.
That's why when she asked me to do it, I was like, "Oh yeah!" Like, have you
No,
not seen
he
my
was like,
TikTok?
seriously? And I was like, ooh, what kind of tone should I be reading that in? Yeah, yep, exclamation mark, thumbs up. And I was like, oh no, he's cool. Okay, all right, yeah, come on
Yeah,
over.
I was super stoked for it, and like, she wanted me to like ad lib shit. I'm not good with ad libbing things, so I was like, I have no idea what the fuck I'm supposed to say. Give me the goddamn script. So she
I
gave me the
feel like
script.
I feel like the ad living stuff, at least with us, like it's better when we roll off of each other.
Yes.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We're like, yeah, dude, I'm not. Very seldom I'll just be like, I'll have to listen to something. I'm like, oh, I could throw a joke in here. Like,
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I did when we did that. We did it on Saturday, and then our spirit store finally opened up. It finally opened up. So I'm excited about that. Not that I can really purchase anything right now because, drum roll please, I am moving into a house, guys. I am moving into a house.
Nice.
I will be moving at the end of the month, so I'm super excited about that. It's a little bit bigger than what I'm in right now, but it's got a backyard for the dogs, and that was the main goal, was to have for my dogs to go out and fucking run around and get tired before they come back in. So
And it's your own house.
yeah.
You're your own person now, dude. Like fuck the landlord shit. Now you got to go to Depot.
Yeah.
There's some fence work I got to do too, and I'm like, I can't wait. Like I'm excited for it. So, but yeah, that was it. That was my week. What about you?
I said, keep that enthusiasm, buddy.
I gotta power wash my house in a couple weeks. I'm so ready.
Dude, first of all, power washing is fun. It's so fun that there's a game on Xbox now that's literally called Power Washing Simulator. And I was scoping it out, and I was like,
"Is there
it's
really?"
so satisfying.
It is. And you know what it is? It's just because it's cleaning shit. Like that's why there's people cleaning videos, people who watch that shit. So like, yeah, dude, there's a video game aesthetic, but I just laugh because I'm like, wait a minute. The video game's $30. You can go get a decent little mini pressure washer for about 50 and just pressure wash your fucking house. Like actually do it.
I'm doing my whole roof too. We have a special system for it.
Nice.
I'm getting fancy.
But anyways, what did I do this weekend? I did the same thing that Scuba Steve did. I took the family and we saw fucking Dragon Ball Z Superhero, and it was fantastic. My buddy straight up questioned me. He goes, "Are you crying at the end?" And I was like, "No, man." I was like, "I do have tears." He's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Because I did not blink for like 20 fucking minutes in that last fight scene."
Oh, I cried. Dude. Like, I teared up. Like,
yeah,
especially at
there might have been a little bit
in the
there,
after
dude,
credit scene. After credit scene.
Well,
that
was funny. I'm trying not to say any spoilers at all because like I want Chad Daddy to really see it, and or anybody else, obviously, for that matter. But dude, it was so good. It was a full movie. That's what I was worried about, the DBZ, like old school, like 45-minute length. No, man, they give you a full 2-hour movie, and it's fantastic. The animation was different, but not bad. It was actually enjoyable. Solid all around. And then what the fuck else did I do?
You edited audio episodes.
I did drop. Yeah, so we caught Steve's podcast up because, well, funny thing is I didn't even know there was any in the bank, and so I'll say I let that drop. But they're up there now. Steve and I need to just be a little bit more communicative on when that comes down, so I can get that shit out more often. So that's caught up. Gore and Moore's caught up. I actually banged all those out in one night, dude. I was actually impressed with myself. I was so tired going into it, and I fucking cracked a bang, and I was like, here we go. Like,
that's what she said.
Yeah.
To all of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey. And it was a new one, too. What the hell was it?
New position, huh?
No, new bang. Yeah, whatever. Either way.
I mean, new bang. Whatever.
It was like,
it's okay. I tried one this weekend myself. It's okay.
I love the fucking cherry lemonade one. Cherry Blade lemonade. That shit's delicious, dude. Oh, Brody is here. Brody says howdy from the emergency room.
What?
He said he was sick.
Oh,
I didn't know how sick.
Do you have the Aussie? Do you have the Aussie Rona?
Listen, asshole. I told you to feel better this morning.
Yes,
damn.
That was an order.
I must have not been paying attention. So sorry, Brody. Feel better, please.
I will say one more thing, which might be TMI, but I don't care because you guys are my bros, and Kaylee's technically a bro too. So the last stitch finally fell off.
Yeah.
Yay.
Did you get hard when it did?
Oh yeah, I was like, honey,
so you didn't send us a picture of your first stiffy of normal?
That's why you were running late on Saturday. Okay.
Uh-huh.
But only like 2 minutes late though.
There you go.
Oh.
But no, so after DBZ, I was on a fucking fringe. I came home, bought the 3rd battle pass for fucking Fighter Z, which I've been sitting on, but right now, because the movie's out, everything Dragon Ball is on fucking sale. Movies, games, fucking. So if you're a fan, you can fucking load up right now, dude. Just like Chad Daddy, we bought Broly digitally for $5 on Prime, like just because daughter and I fucking love it. So it's a good weekend for DBZ nerds. across the way. But enough about that. And then I watched this movie for the first time, to which I'm ready to fucking talk about right now. So this was Scuba's pick.
Yes.
So,
So
sir,
today-
I'm gonna let
right.
you take it away.
All right, so today we are talking about Flatliners, released August 10th, 1990. 5 medical students decide to embark on a dangerous experiment to pierce the veil between life and death in an attempt to learn more about the afterlife. Under their temporary deaths, they experience strange visions and memories long since forgotten. However, what they hadn't bargained for is when they pierce the veil of life and death, they'd each bring something back with them, something from their past that will not only haunt them, but is also fully capable of hurting them as well. Directed by Joel Schumacher, The Lost Boys, 8mm, and those crappy Batman movies.
I was gonna say
Written
those better be
by
on the list. God damn it.
Peter Filardi, The Craft, Ricky Six. Produced by Michael Douglas. Yes, that Michael Douglas. Romancing the Stone, Double Impact. Starring, oh, nope, Bobby. I'm so glad you're back. Let's go with the names, Bobby.
And I can't
Let's
fuck
go.
these up this week, okay? So I'm so happy about that. Starring Kiefer Sutherland, Stand By Me, The Lost
You
Boys.
just fucking up. You just said it. You want it.
I was trying to get away with it, and
It
you fucking had
counts.
to say something.
It
And you had to
counts.
say something. You had to
Gotta
say
miss
something.
it
I would have been
yourself.
fine.
God,
I
I
would have been
missed you.
fine.
Yes.
Keep going.
Yeah, Heather fucking just was like, and it was like, what the fuck?
Whatever. Julia Roberts, Hook, Conspiracy Theory, as Rachel Manis. Kevin Bacon, Animal House, Hollow Man, and Tremors. As David Labracchio? I don't know how. I would say Labraccio or Labracchio.
It was
one of the
Labraccio.
two. Okay.
Is it? Okay.
William Baldwin, Backdraft, Silver, as Joe Hurley. Oliver Platt, Lake Placid, The Three Musketeers, as Randy Steekel. I'm saying Steekel because it sounds funny. Kimberly Scott, The Abyss, Falling Down, as Winnie Hicks. Joshua Rudoy, Harry and the Hendersons, as Billy Mahoney. Benjamin Mountain, I don't know how to say that. See, I fucked it up anyway. The Puppet Masters, Basic Instinct, as Mr. Manis. And Hope Davis, Real Steel, Captain America, Civil War, as Anne Coldren.
All right. Sorry.
All
I was
right.
sharing.
All right, Kaylee, come on.
Kaylee, you got it?
All right. Yeah, we have music by James Newton Howard from The Sixth Sense and The Hunger Games. Cinematography by Jan de Bont from Cujo and Die Hard. Edited by Robert Brown, Police Academy and The Lost Boys. Effects and makeup by Hans Metz, which did Independence Day and Godzilla. Peter Donen, Spaceballs, which is one of our household favorites, and Child's Play. This was
Yeah.
distributed by Columbia Pictures and has a runtime of 114 minutes. It has a rating of R, understandably. You know, there were some boobies and some scaries.
Yeah, there was.
Wonderful.
It had a budget of 26 million and it grossed at 61.5 million.
It was actually very successful for its time.
And there
Unlike
was
the remake.
three movies that came out in 1990 about the afterlife.
So yeah, one was very successful. That was Ghost. Jacob's Ladder was the bottom of the barrel. And then this was
one.
literally right in the middle. Like this was
Yep.
the
You know what's
middle of the
weird is I actually like Jacob's Ladder the best out of those three.
Well, I mean, they're
So
all totally different movies, though.
No, I know, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying, even in comparison, like, I mean, dude, come on, Swayze. How do you know?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, all
it's
like-
nice.
That ending always creeped me out as a kid, dude. When those little animated black ghosts came out, dude, and they're like, yeah. I was like, oh, what the fuck was that?
I've never seen Ghost, so maybe I need to go back and revisit that.
What?
It's just one of those movies that
So you've
didn't,
never gotten the pottery reference to this, like,
I mean,
30
I've
years?
seen the memes. I've seen the
You know what, though?
gifs.
That's fine because yesterday I was watching American Pie. Okay. The
Mhm.
girlfriend came over and she's like, what is this?
You can't do this with your girlfriend, dude.
I
Like,
know,
you've
but
said this before.
it's American Pie. Like what
yeah,
the shit?
that's a universal that should
So
have been.
I'm
seen.
trying to fall asleep last night, and she's like, "Cuddle with me, cuddle." So like, I scooted over and I put my head, under her arm, and she's just laughing her ass off. And I'm like, you know what? I'm fucking rolling over because you keep fucking waking me up. Watch the movie.
So hold on, I gotta turn off my ring lights. Can you? All right, there's the Brody, and I don't know if you can
Oh.
see it,
I see a
but see his
picture,
throat.
Yeah. Wow.
Not-
what the fuck?
I do,
Bro, that
but-
is a fucking berry. That is red.
Wow.
Sir, you
Oh.
you feel better, buddy.
Yeah.
You
Feel
better
better.
you better stop eating them asses, man.
Jesus.
Man.
Yeah. At least
Did you
make
eat
a-
toilet paper out of a stripper's ass?
Oh, it
Ah.
happened again.
Ew.
It's not monkeypox I'm worried about now.
Booty pox.
Oh, my
Got them booty
goodness.
pox.
Oh my goodness. All right. So discussing. Steve, this was your pick. Clearly not your first time watching this, though,
No,
correct?
not my first time watching it. The very first time that I watched this movie, I went to go watch Gremlins 2, but it was sold out and I was so bummed out. And my dad was like, you know what? Let's watch this other movie. It's kind of a scary movie. Nah, you should be fine. And we watched it and I was like, wow, that was a really good movie. I liked it. I've always had a thing for the afterlife. Like I want to know what happens.
I wanna know.
And this movie, I mean, it had a lot of big name actors in it.
Yeah, it fucking did.
So that, I mean, that was a big draw for it also. And I just, like I said, I just remember like a lot of my movie memories that, you know, with movies that I just absolutely loved are because of my dad, you know? And so that's why this one was nostalgic for me, was because I went to go watch it with my pops. And it was one of those things that he and I shared, that nothing, you know, not with my siblings or my mom or anything. It was just him and I. But I really dig this movie. I love the fact that they try to take a scientific approach to the paranormal, I would say, you know, with what happens in the afterlife and stuff, which rewatching it though, I had a lot of fucking questions. Cause I'm like, you didn't document any of this shit except for on video camera. Two,
The one dude had his voice recorder the whole
well,
time.
yeah, but even okay, let's say the four of us were doing an experiment, right, in the afterlife, and I come back and I say, "Oh, well, I had this experience." You don't necessarily have to believe what I saw, so there was really no science behind it.
No
You know?
quantifiable results.
Yeah, so watching it again, I was just kind of like, okay, it didn't have that impact that it had for me the first time that I watched it, because there was a lot of like questions and stuff that I had about that. So, but I mean, I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed it. It's still, you know, it's still one of those movies that I like a lot. It just brought up more questions because I really hadn't seen it. Hell, the last time I watched it outside of the theater was probably on VHS. So it had been a long time. So it was kind of like rewatching it again, but knowing exactly what the outcome was going to be. But
All right.
I mean, I thought it, you know, some of the scenes were kind of creepy, you know, especially when the little boy was beating the fuck out of Kiefer Sutherland. You know, I was like, holy shit, ghosts aren't supposed to be able to hurt you. What
I
the
was
fuck?
laughing my ass off at that, dude.
And then, you know, and then you see the scene, you know, kind of towards the end where he's actually holding the
Yeah,
pickaxe.
man, he was fight clubbing himself, but
Exactly. And that's the thing. Was this all in his head, or was there actually something paranormal going on? You know? And so that's even more questions that I have, because now it's like, okay, well, was all this shit in your head, or was this really happening? Because
fair. I'm
Julia
gonna say
Roberts
it's in
got
the
her
head,
closure.
dude. I'm gonna
Kevin
say it's
Bacon
in
got
the
his
head.
closure. Well, yeah, and if you think about that, it kind of loses that whole paranormal feel when you find out that the little girl that Kevin Bacon's character was bullying was still alive.
And right there, and I'm glad you mentioned that, is exactly where I stopped giving two shits about this movie.
Did you really?
That moment where it was just like, really? We're just dealing with our past sins, and all our past sins are honestly not that bad.
Yeah.
Go see a therapist. Like, honest to God, go see a therapist. I don't need to kill myself and bring myself back to life. And the whole other thing about the whole like dick measuring contest of like, well, I'm gonna go fucking 10 seconds longer. Why?
Yeah.
The dude who did it the least amount of time was the most fucking jacked up out of anybody. So that shit
Yeah.
did literally nothing for anything. And yeah, I don't know. This movie, dude, had a fantastic cast. Personally, I think they were wasted on it, dude. I felt like the third act just felt flat.
So, like, before we go too far away from that, I think, especially like as the Julia Roberts of this situation here, the only girl, I think there really does have to be a little bit of a dick measuring contest. Like, if it's like, oh, well, I can do this, like I think she was the one that started initiating. Well, fine, I'll go longer, because
Yeah.
she's really
Yeah.
having like, even she may have been the badass that they really wanted there because she, you know, was really good at what she was doing. But I think that kind of set the precedent that that's where we're going to start like betting on the time or like bidding on the time, where she was like, okay, well, fine. And like crossing her arms and having to do it. But just to point out kind of that female angle there, like I feel like I've had to do that in situations where it's like, well, I can do it better, or I can do it like longer, or more efficiently. So just wanted to make sure I threw out a female angle before we got away from that little topic.
No, I like that. And honestly, I wasn't even necessarily going just from that. I mean, just even between the dudes themselves. I'm like, because personally, I would have been the motherfucker with the recorder. I would have let them looking at everybody and been like, you guys are ridiculous, dude. Like, I'm not fucking doing that shit.
But yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That because you're killing yourself, but there's no real way to say that this, or to show scientific proof that this actually happened.
Right. Now, I don't know. With the title and what I thought personally going in the movie. Now, granted, this is all just based on my own personal assumptions, and I know that's wrong. But I thought it was going to be more something like they were addicted to dying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was more of like it was a drug to them. Like they just couldn't stop trying to kill themselves and then bringing them. I think that would be cooler. Like
I thought that was the premise going into this. I thought we were going to keep getting like this euphoric, going back.
So then I totally would understand why you would need to continually go longer and longer and longer, just because it's like, I need that bigger high of die. You know what I mean? Like of almost, which I don't think 3 minutes is technically brain dead. I am not a med student by any fucking means, dude.
I think you have to go about.
Thought it was longer than that.
It depends on
we can WebMD that shit.
It depends on where you're at. If you're out 3 minutes on a road with no oxygen, you can.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, like when.
But if you're in a hospital and oxygen's going to your brain, because my one friend's an EMT, he says you don't lose oxygen.
Well,
so
right.
It's always going to
saying,
you,
like,
but you could still be dead technically.
But that's okay. I mean, I guess they did have oxygen on ready supply, so I don't know.
We did. Well, during pre-production, this was going to be something we were going to talk about later, but during pre-production, the actors worked with a medical technical advisor. And first of all, I don't think I would want her to ever perform a medical procedure on me, because holy shit, that was the worst CPR I've ever seen in my whole life.
Yes,
but Ruth E. Eckelm tutored them on proper medical procedures for the scenes. The students talked about like flatlining and EKG versus EEG machines, like the cardiac arrest, brain death, like all of that they covered in a pre-film class with this expert. And I'm like, I still have questions. I don't think all of
was
that
this
is right.
expert using like 2 editions like prior, like decade wise of like medical knowledge? Like, what the fuck was going on?
So I Googled it. Permanent brain damage begins after only 4 minutes without oxygen, and death can occur as soon as 4 to 6 minutes later.
So they were saying it was 3 minutes, right?
2. Well, I mean, I don't think they ever really said. One of them was just like, I'm going under a minute, and the other one's 2 minutes. Okay. And then, well,
because the highest, because what did he want to push Kevin Bacon to? That was past 2 minutes, right? Like he wanted 2:10.
They ended up going 5 minutes on Julia, didn't they? Because
they couldn't get her right. Like
because the power went out or whatever.
Yeah, because of course it did.
Yeah, but you knew that was gonna like they showed that like 5 to 10 minutes prior. They're just like, oh, random pan to the fucking panel box.
So Smiling Octopus says, wasn't he out for 9 minutes towards the end? And yes, he was. It was almost 10 minutes or at 10 minutes before they brought him back. So he technically would have had fucking brain damage
at that point.
And that's what I was wondering if they ever they never really like hinted on that, which I kind of expected. But maybe like the brain damage like would leave that kid like that mental ghost with him or something. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Because like you said, you weren't sure if it's supernatural or not, which I did like that aspect. It kind of had you guessing. But I felt like right away you were just like, like once Kevin Bacon's like sin happened, I was like, all right. Like I said, dude, like that was just the turning point for me. But not
even Billy Baldwin's like guilt.
See, I liked his because his was an actual fucking sin. Like, he was taping girls without the consent.
It was still more of a guilt than anything, than something paranormal. And so I was just
yeah, but dude, all his TV scenes, like I liked how like I'll say I feel like his little thing was one of the most interesting because they always had the weird, creepy TVs or they always acknowledge them.
Yeah.
And then it really got fucked right before he walked in on his fiance who was watching his tapes when those girls were hitting on him like he would to them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know, like I felt got like almost the trippiest.
I felt like Nelson's was kind of an odd so like he's like running through the field with his friends, and of course at that point we don't know exactly like what that scene is going to eventually lead to, but he comes back, he goes, "Oh my god, it was amazing." And it kind of makes me wonder what kind of psycho he would be, because he knows when he was in that field he killed a kid like 4 minutes later, or however long it was later, and he goes, "Oh my gosh, it was amazing, it was euphoric, it was this, it was that." I was like, that was moments before you killed another child. So why is that a euphoric, happy feeling for you?
I think he was just trying to hide the fact.
Yeah,
of
I think
what
it was
he saw to blow
Okay.
them up so that they would want to continue the experiment.
So maybe I will say I have to say weird things or I die. Or I also have to look up things while I'm watching movies, because I'm like, oh no, I have to know like about this thing in the back.
Right.
Anthony was watching with me, and anytime I pulled my phone out, he yelled at me. I was like, I have to look this up. I have to look it up like right now. And he's like, "You're gonna miss it." And he would like rewind it. So I did watch the entire thing thanks to Anthony. So shout out to my husband.
Yeah. Good man.
Nice.
His fingers on the pause button. Right.
Yes.
Who I said next time we have somebody out, he can totally co-host with us.
Oh yeah, dude, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If he
Why
wants
not?
to. Hell yeah.
He would love to.
I mean, I enjoyed this was my first time watching this movie, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. But I never went in, I will say, I actually went into this thinking this is not going to be paranormal. I actually said this, I'm like, every one of them has something wrong with them, or they did something, whether it was small or big, and it's bothered them to hell the rest of their lives. So when you said paranormal, John, I'm like, well, one of them definitely did something the worst, even though it was an accident. It's not intention. You're a kid. His is obviously paranormal because that kid's dead. He can't go back and apologize. The girl Nelson was being an asshole to. He can go back. Whether it's big or small, that's a bullying when you're a kid.
David.
If it stays with you, it's something. So he can go back. They can all change it except for him. So that's the only paranormal one. So for me, it was like, what did you all do that you're all seeing shit? So I love that idea.
Go bring him back, Brody. You learned CPR from the movie. Go.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, he's got this. Just get the machine and
electrocute shit out of somebody.
Just make sure you yell clear. You got this.
I'm pretty sure at one point they announce that they are charged and ready to go, and then they touch them together.
Yeah, which was
and I was like, excuse me, and they all have jewelry on, and Julia Roberts' bra has an underwire.
Yes, and there's another scene where Nelson has a syringe, okay, and it just irked me.
Was it when he was
squeezing it out? He's getting the bubbles out, right?
Yeah.
And so he's squeezing the liquid out, right, for like a stupid amount of time, and then he flicks it, and I'm like, the air bubbles are gone. What the fuck are you flicking, bro? There's no air bubbles in there.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Like I said, man, I guess my other issue was and this is once again my own like setup for failure, I guess. I was expecting more horror, and I feel like it probably could have went way better, way darker of a horror with
definitely.
the dreams, and it didn't. That felt a little, and maybe maybe it necessarily wasn't supposed to. Maybe it's just something more I'm used to.
Yeah. No,
Yes.
and I mean, and Nelson's was the most horrific out of all of them.
Yes.
Because he was physically being harmed.
Yeah.
Whether he was fight clubbing himself or not.
Well, that's
he
where the
was still
paranormal
the one that
can
was
come to play, because remember, his person's dead, so he can still experience that.
And then when he did do the second death, he was able to apologize. So, but was that in his mind, or was that him actually apologizing to Billy?
So Brody was bringing up Julia Roberts' dream, and I guess my question about that was like, what's the sin there?
Because
she not that it was a sin, she felt the guilt of her father's death and felt like it was her fault.
So it's not a sin; it's just guilt.
It's your guilt. It's initially what that's what it was. It was the guilt. So with William Baldwin's character, he felt guilt, regardless of he enjoyed doing it, but he still felt some type of guilt for it because he knew it was wrong.
Right.
Kevin Bacon knew it was wrong to bully that girl.
No, I
Kiefer
get that.
Sutherland,
Okay, yeah. Like
you know,
see, that's why I mean, I guess like sins, guilt, it's almost like similar,
Yeah.
but they said sins at
It's
one point, so I kind
all
of
up
took it as that.
here. It's
Right.
all up here.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
And then not only that, if you look at her like little dream, her mother actually looks at her and says, "What did you do?" Like I saw,
Because she interrupted it, so she like
yeah, that's
saw
why it's
saw
like
the dirty secret. So yeah, she's got some blame on
oh,
herself
that's
for
why. So
sure.
yeah, so it's not so
yeah.
again,
But see,
not so
even
much
in
they did something, but you know, yeah,
even in her dream, she was able to get closure from her father, but was it closure in her own mind, or was it actually closure from her father's ghost, who is no longer being tormented because of what he had been doing?
I think it's the second one. That's just me.
See, I don't
So
think it has
it's
anything
just
to do
it
with the
just takes
paranormal. I think it's just more or
and it
less like
and
her like letting go. It's like, yo, dude, honestly, you didn't have to kill yourself. You probably could have just did about an eighth of shrooms and had a really good fucking time. You probably would have hit a little bit of a high point. You would have dealt with some internal shit, but you would have came out of that AO fucking K. Just saying.
I mean, they joke about how they're not actually going to end up killing Nelson in the beginning, and it's like, oh, he'll have a wet dream, he'll wake up, we'll give him some morphine, he'll be great.
That's
And I kind
true.
of wish that, maybe that could have been a development there. Like you said, I went into it thinking that this was going to be a euphoric situation, that they're going back and like
Yeah.
constantly, like maybe they're visiting a certain person, but they only get to visit them when they're dead. So like we keep going back, we keep doing that. I feel like I got really distracted by like what was happening, by what was going on in the background and like what was going on around, but they never address or discuss. So they have like a little couple like moments where they talk about like, oh, well, like these things are happening, or that they will never believe you. But we don't ever really address what's going on outside, like all the construction that's happening to the building that they're in.
Yeah, you're right.
There's a whole bunch. If you really start looking at the background, which is what mainly the stuff I was Googling, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that is that? I'm pretty sure. So I was looking up, so like the triptych that they're working on, that big painting that's right outside the lab, it's the 3 pictures together.
Mhm.
They're working on it the entire time. At the very end, did you see what the painting was of?
No.
It's
No.
Prometheus stealing fire.
Ah.
So
Okay.
there's that big statue in the foyer, like right behind the triptych, or right in front of the triptych, I should say. So it was that big helmet with the wings on the helmet. Okay, so that's Hermes. Or
Alright.
if we get into Mercury in Roman mythology, and guess what part of his job description was? Taking people to the afterlife. So there are
Ah,
all of these
bring out your
little
dad.
things going on in the background, and there's a lot of strong Greek themes. And of course, obviously, there's a lot of Christian themes in here. I mean, we've got the crosses everywhere, we've got the afterlife, playing God, playing with the life and death. But when you start looking at the colors of all the different scenes, so like think about that medical room. Like it's not white, sterile, green, blue. It was literally all brown where they had the cadavers. It was all very
Yeah.
earthy toned.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
It felt like this was a Greek story that was being adapted to the 90s.
Yeah.
This was all little like coves to the side, little alcoves, or like almost like catacomb feeling here and there. And so I started like looking into it more. I'm like, there's a lot of stories in like Greek and like Roman mythology. When you start fucking with the dead and you start like trying to cross over, that is when shit follows you back. I was like, I wonder how much they actually took from, Persephone and Hades, where you've got like Orpheus, where you've got all of these things. They're going to the afterlife and they're bringing stuff back with them, or they're bringing their sins and stuff back too. I'm like, ooh, I want to know more about that part of the story. Like, what are we skipping? What are we telling with the backgrounds and the scenery here? So that was my little nerd tangent.
The intellect of this podcast just like went up to 100%.
Yes,
Yeah, I feel like I need to walk out right now, dude.
Yeah,
Because I am
'cause
like gotta wait.
it's like,
I'm at
see
the
you
back of the
later.
class. I'm the back of the class, dude. We're making food back here.
Like,
you know what I mean? Like,
We're Beavis, Butthead, and Stewart, and Daria just gave a lecture in the class, and we're like, yeah, what?
pretty
I
fucking
mean,
much, dude.
I thought it was cool. I think there's something with the names, because I did start looking up names. I told Scuba if I came up with like a good solid theory, I would present it to you. I only
That's
came up with a
solid.
couple.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it has to be solid. Well, even like what Nelson. So this happened in 1990.
Yes.
Nelson Mandela, he was supposed to have died and then didn't actually die, and he came back, right?
Mandela.
Manus, that's Julia. Oh, go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
no, go ahead. Go ahead. No, mine's stupid. Go ahead.
Julia Roberts' character, her name is Manus, and Manus is part of the origin theory in Germanic mythology. That is like one of like the life givers. And so I was like, oh, I wonder if all these names have something to do with afterlife or creation of life or
Damn.
anything like that. So
I gotta say, I am round of applause to you.
Yeah, seriously.
Because
oh, thank
you
you.
went 1,000 times deeper than I ever could have done it with this shit.
Yes.
Holy cow.
So what I was gonna say is, did anybody else catch when Kiefer Sutherland picks up the phone and Julia Roberts thinks it's David calling, and she's like, David, and I'm like, hey, his name was David in Lost Boys. That was that's
All
what I
right.
was gonna say.
So, first of all, we got the same director, same actor, almost the same hair, same hair color.
Almost the hair.
They should have changed his hair color, man. He looks so like he just looks evil right from his first scene. You're like, oh, no, dude, come on, I can't do this. I can't even like already.
But
like
he's always had that evil look, no matter what.
I know,
But he was definitely the Draco Malfoy of this one. He had like the
Yes.
slick blonde douchebag
bro,
school.
right? Like, especially
So-
if you're coming right off of Lost Boys watching that or something like.
So Pete says the not sequel from a couple of years ago was meh. So
I think did
the
Brody say he watched that or no? Which
Yeah,
one
he
say
did. He
watched?
said it was okay.
the remake was actually supposed to be a sequel to
Yes, it
this
was.
movie. That's why they had Kiefer Sutherland. Kiefer Sutherland was supposed to reprise his role as David, but at the last minute, they said, we're going to go ahead and scrap that and cut most of his fucking scenes from that movie.
How would they?
Because they were not confident in this movie.
But it was
Yeah.
gonna
They
be
were
a
like,
prequel.
oh, we're not
Or,
really.
I'm sorry,
No,
a
it's-
sequel.
Oh,
Sequel.
I was like, yo, dude, unless they're doing some Asian techniques.
No.
on it.
I meant to say sequel.
I
Yeah,
don't know how they're really doing that.
It was
prequel.
it was going to be a sequel to this, to where somebody actually like found his work and they were going to further it.
Oh, so you're going Reanimator 3. All right.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes.
I'll take Reanimator, dude. Sorry. All right. No, but dude, I gotta like the acting in this is fantastic. The cast is like top notch. Not necessarily my favorite Kevin Bacon movie from 1990, but I think y'all know that. Had to say that one. But is there anything else before we want to hear Brody's thoughts?
I
on
got
this?
nothing.
No, I want to hear his thoughts greatly. Yeah,
Kaylee,
Yes.
you look like
was
you
like-
have some stuff to say.
I was thinking if I got all my nerdy stuff out, I was like, I think I said it all before I exploded.
You could spill it even more after the fact if you got some.
Yeah,
if it
yeah.
comes to you. So
Let's
Yeah,
hear
because
from
Brody
Brody.
might kick up some stuff. So let's.
Ooh.
It's very possible. And forewarned, Brody does not feel good at all. So he's got the little bit of snifflies in this video, as we all know. So
it's that toilet paper.
Jesus Christ.
Well, howdy fucking doody there, folks. It is all your DKB here back for another episode of Gore, and this week I'm here to talk to you about Flatliners. Now, I do apologise in advance if it sounds like I've been chewing on gravel, but it's mainly due to the fact that I have the fucking flu. Anywho, moving on. Flatliners is a personal favourite of mine. It's one I always talk about. Definitely flies under the fucking radar. I mean, they tried to remake it. I didn't watch it. Didn't even want to attempt to watch it because it just looked fucking trash. Anywho, I mean, Joel Schumacher really knows how to create a fucking fantastic film. And I love the premise to this. It's a very original and unique premise. It's something a little bit different. I don't think really any other film has elaborated on something like this before. I think it inspired films later down the track a little bit, like a bit of Final Destination. What happens if you cheat death? Type thing. But Joel Schumacher is able to bring something new and different to the table for that time. And I think he just hits the nail on the head, especially visually as well. He brings over the director of Speed as his cinematographer for this film, and those two are just a fucking dynamic duo, collaborating together, really showcasing just a strong, even if it isn't a horror film, it's just a strong fucking film overall. It looks cinematically fucking fantastic on screen. I mean, if the story is shit, this film's visual representation will make up for that. And that's what I love about this film, the fucking visual aspect of this. Like, It's probably mainly due to not only the lighting throughout the film, but the lighting that showcases this fantastic production design of these buildings, very gothic aesthetic about it. This, it's just got this really, I can't even fucking think of a word for it. It's just like a really, I'm trying to think of a big word and I can't fucking think of one. But you get what I'm saying. It really dwells into the matters of life and death and humanity, love, loss, and grief. So what they're able to achieve with that's absolutely fantastic. Now, I mean, you have a fucking stellar cast here. Holy Santa Claus shit. I can't speak highly enough of them. But they all work together extremely well. They don't really outdo each other. They're definitely on par with each other, so no one really stands out. But that's mainly probably due to the fact that we get a lot of character development with each person, because we have to explain their vision and why they have that vision and then how they're going to overcome that vision. So it all works extremely well. There's probably about 15 to 20 minutes of it with each person, maybe even 10. And I just love it. I love this film so fucking much. And, it's a fantastic horror fucking film. It's really psychological. Like I always say, it's my favourite subgenre of the horror genre. And it really gets you thinking about, it starts to get you question things in life. And, it's a fucking fantastic film. To the fuckhead that tried to remake this, you should be fucking ashamed of yourself. Anywho, this is your DKB giving it a Gore score of I'm going to give it a 4.4. So anywho, this is your DKB signing out, and I shall catch you motherfuckers next week. Cheers.
Cheers, hopefully you catch us next week. Dang, brother.
Right?
Seriously, man. You sound, yeah.
But
get better.
Feel better, man. I mean, obviously he's in the chat with us right now. So
if you don't feel good next week, Brody, here's what we do.
Don't.
Here's what we do. You send me word for word what you thought of the movie, and I will film fucking Kaney's cutting in cosplaying as you and read what you wrote.
I kind of want him to do that just so I can see.
I kind of want to see this.
Yeah, like now I want to see this shit.
I will work on my accent all fucking week. I can get it down.
That's what she said.
What would you be watching? What would you be watching to try to help with that?
I don't know. Just shit on YouTube.
Watch Crocodile Dundee.
Quigley Down Under. Let's just go for it.
Quigley Down Under. Oh wow! There you go. Oh man! All right.
So I'll just go back and watch all his clips from this show.
There you go. Perfect. So I got to say, Brody definitely hit the nail on the head. Aesthetically wise, this movie definitely was very pleasing.
Yeah.
All the colors, all different colors in each dream. I liked how. Oh my goodness.
What kind of did the whole Giallo thing?
A little bit. There was a lot of
it was the blues and the reds.
I like the reds though, dude.
Yeah. You knew shit was gonna pop up when the fucking red showed up.
Yeah, but they gave you that a little bit in not Dreamscape as well.
Yeah.
There was some moments towards the beginning, can't remember exactly where, but they were walking down a streetway and there was just a lot of reflective reds coming up. I don't know, it just looked very nice. I still got the Heb store thing up. I was like, what the hell is this?
It's HEB.
I'm sorry. I would still call it the Heb.
Howard
E. Butt.
E. Butt?
Yep, that was his name. Howard E. Butt. B-U-T-T.
See, I always thought it was Harry. Everybody told me. I was like, okay, all right, okay.
Man, the fact that they didn't use butt in the store, in the name of the store instead. Like,
yeah, that would have been better.
I mean, the B is the shape of a butt, you know?
It is.
True that.
It's like when you describe somebody as thick, you use 2 C's so it looks like a butt.
Right. And you gotta really enunciate on that. Yeah, the TH.
You gotta choke on it a little bit.
You gotta just
you gotta draw out that TH before you hit the I.
Mm-hmm.
That's how Scooby.
I'm gonna keep going just to, like I was like
but no, like so it's like I said,
what Brody was saying, thick butt.
Jesus Christ. Like Brody was saying though, with the lighting, all the buildings, like like Kaylee was saying with even the artwork, like just the crazy gothic
I
artwork.
broke Kaylee.
He did. We're used to Bob. We're just like, now just push through it.
So
Yeah.
she's gonna be going to her husband later, like, Phil?
Oh gosh. No, he's gonna do it to me because he's watching. I can see him in the comments. That's
Anthony,
probably
do
gonna be
it.
the first thing he's gonna say to me when I
Do
come out.
it.
He could always pop in right behind you right now and just do it.
Yeah, I'm happy
Don't-
I broke
I
somebody
would
'cause they're all
die.
used to my
Do it.
nonsense.
Do it,
That
Anthony.
would scare the shit out of me, to be honest.
Right? You're just like, there's no sound on the outside. You can't see anything. And
Mm-mm.
I'm happy I got her. With
isn't that the
because,
worst
like I
though?
said,
Have
they're
you ever
all
done
used to
that?
my shit.
You ever
So
seen
it's
somebody
like,
sneaking up behind you? I mean, Scoob's always got people walking fucking behind him. But
he did it.
All right. So I feel like we've discussed a bunch of this film.
Yes.
Brody, like you guys all hit awesome points. Time to see what's behind the curtain.
Spread
Spread
them butt cheeks and see.
That's right.
Oh my-
Kaylee, you're gonna do the honor. She's
Oh
like,
God.
That's just what we say.
There shall be no butt cheek spreading.
I wasn't gonna go with the spread the cheeks line this week, but Bob went for it. So
Listen,
like,
if
I
I gotta
hate you
get
all.
thrown off air, I guess I gotta get something to do it with. I don't know.
I mean,
You know what? It was all right because at least like when Mel came on, we got to talk about tentacle porn. So and Scoobs was doing that
Yeah.
moment too. So
Yeah, well.
yeah. I sent her home with some tentacles recently.
yeah,
Yeah.
Bad dragons.
We'll save that for a different time.
Okay.
Okay.
It could be nerd
so
news.
Behind it can be. So behind the scenes, we're gonna start off with a little bit about Julia Roberts and her love life. She and Kiefer Sutherland actually started dating during this film. They ended up engaged, but eventually Roberts called it off, and then she later married Lyle Lovett, which sounds like a superhero name, but like a douchey one, like not a
Yes.
really cool one. Lyle Lovett.
like the way he looks, like if he was a superhero, that'd be awesome.
I don't think now I'm gonna have to.
But he would have like a weird ass suit. It would be like super spandexy.
No, I want him to still be in his normal suit and like bow tie or whatever. Or, no, I saw him in a bow tie once, but like just his normal suits, dude. He's like super tall and like he's like what 6'6"?
Super lanky. Yeah.
Yeah, like
super lanky.
super lanky. He's like a Ryan Stiles but skinny.
Yes, Anthony, the country singer.
Right.
That's-
So all right.
Oh,
So
maybe that's why.
if Sutherland and her hit it off on the set, I wonder who approached whom.
Oh, he approached her. Come on.
You think? But this is
Julia
Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah, this is
Just
Right. No.
right out of Lost Boys.
Yeah, but he's a
No,
dude.
But
Like, dudes.
she
And
is like
stand by
the-
me. Don't forget.
she's the hot girl on the set. Like, I mean, Kevin Bacon was there too. Like, I mean, they're like the male attention. No, he established some dominance. He approached her. Oh
She's
yeah,
got them flaming red locks, dude. Like,
yeah.
Well,
no
Kevin
way
Bacon's over
there's
here.
no way they
No.
all were
I'm
not.
I'm thinking she approached him.
I would like to think that because like everybody else was dogging on her, but he was the one that wasn't, and so could be
I
wrong.
think maybe they were just like rehearsing and they took it a little too far. Like, hey, you want to come run some lines in my trailer? And
Oops, I fell
maybe it was
inside.
mutual. Oops, that's what she said.
Oops.
Maybe she tried out bacon and she's like, you know what? It's a little too fatty for me. I'm gonna go something different.
No, Kevin Bacon was too worried about. I got to make a movie with worms in a couple of months.
Yeah.
Fucking A,
All
dude.
right. Well, we did talk a little bit about how they all took advantage of that training before the film. They also
Yes.
took advantage of Peter Filardi, which is a unfortunate last name. They took advantage of his research of public accounts from people who had near-death experiences.
Mhm.
So almost all these victims reported a tunnel leading to a beautiful white light, friendly voices, and people who had attempted suicide had troubled emotional, painful near-death experiences. So there was a whole lot that's it's very sad, but relevant to the content here. Kiefer Sutherland. I always try and say Keither. I don't know why. I
Yeah,
can
I've done that.
Keither describes this as the Breakfast Club dies and St.
Mhm.
Elmo's fire jokingly in a Fangora interview.
He's not
Yeah.
wrong.
I can see that. I can kind of see that.
Which
That's
reminds
funny.
me, I need to get a Fangora subscription.
Well,
Oh,
the
yes,
reason
you
he
do,
called it
because
that though
The new issue
was because
is
they were
new.
calling them the Brat Pack of that time period of the early 90s, that everybody in this movie was the Brat Pack.
I'd never
Yeah.
heard that before.
Seemed a little older though.
They were in their 20s, but
This movie came out the year I was born. I was like 4 months old when this movie came out. So,
damn.
I mean, I'm maybe missing a little bit of that. But we almost saw Val Kilmer as Nelson Wright. So he actually turned down the role. And Keither Sutherland got the role instead.
So they really wanted a platinum blonde man to be that role.
I mean, Val Kilmer was so hot though back in the day.
Yeah,
Like,
he
was.
was a very handsome man.
yes. In later years, Joel Schumacher admitted that he felt he was the wrong director for Dying Young, which came out in 1991. Schumacher said that the only reason he did it was as a personal favor to Julia Roberts. See, everybody's doing nice stuff for her. She was approached. As he had loved working with her so much on Flatliners.
She was hot.
She was, but I don't know about that. But she approached him to do that movie. So
I want Schumacher's apology for fucking Batman Forever and
Well,
Batman
you're never gonna
Robin.
get it because he's dead.
I don't care. Was it
You
written
do- wait, no,
somewhere?
wait,
As long
wait,
as
wait,
it's written
wait,
somewhere, like it just
wait.
was
You
there.
do realize it actually was fault to make that movie that way, though. He didn't want to make it that way. Just saying.
But
He's
he
talked
did.
about it a
But he
lot
did.
because the studio's breathing down his neck.
You could walk away.
I mean,
Yeah, you can, but when they're giving you money, baby, you're walking away from millions. I'm telling you that right now. No, you're not. Sorry.
No.
Getting poppy again, Bobby.
Yeah.
I would make a
Yeah,
shitty movie for
popcorn-y.
millions.
Yeah, I would totally make a shitty. Yeah, I've done shitty movies for no money. I would do a shitty movie for money.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So Julia Roberts, while we're still on her topic, she said of her character, Dr. Rachel Manis, the character in the film, she says, all 5 people in this movie have a different reason for wanting to do this. My character is almost obsessed with the idea of death and making sure that when you die, you're going to a good place. Moreover, she goes on about the film and says that everybody has experienced loss and wish that they could have done something or done something when they didn't get the chance to. And this movie is all about finding those opportunities, which feels very like true to the character as well. So maybe she found like a little bit of identification with that.
Yeah.
Right. I can see that.
Do I still sound poppy? Yes.
No, you sound so much better.
Okay.
Yeah, you sound clean, homie.
But with what she said about the movie, that to me sounds perfect to the movie for all characters.
Now you just got Poppy again.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I'm not even doing anything.
Right?
Now? Yes. No? Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Prince of Pop.
Dirty Pop. Yeah, don't do it, Scoobs. We're gonna go the whole song.
this pop life, and when is it gonna fade out?
No, that's like 3 minutes on. Dude.
Oh man. Well, Keither Sutherland said of his character Nelson Wright, my attraction to the character was that he had an incredible passion for what he did, for what he believed, and that kind of conviction is always a very appealing thing to play. So he likes playing assholes.
I would feel like
he's
it would
played
be
them.
fun.
He's played them 3 movies before.
I feel like it would really be fun, honestly. Like if you can not get into the character in like a psycho style, like you know what I mean, like method
Like
acting,
a Jared
whatever
Leto,
bullshit.
Christian Bale kind of way.
That's some like weird kind of shit.
That's the way I want to get crazy.
I know.
I love, like when I do my voice acting challenges on TikTok, I love playing crazy.
There's voice acting challenges on TikTok.
Yes, sir.
Yes, there is. I've seen some of them. He does good. Very good.
Huh. I haven't
I'll
seen
take your
those.
word for it. I don't have TikTok, dude. I don't do that shit. So I watched that shit like 3 weeks later on Instagram like an adult.
Like an adult. So Randy Steckel, who was played by Oliver Platt, uses his ever-present tape recorder to keep a self-serving chronicle of the experiment for his book about his life as a doctor. Platt said of his character, Steckel starts out as the naysayer, but then he becomes a real cheerleader, making lofty statements about the experiment being the conquest of our generation. Which, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
that's what happens.
Agreed.
I thought it was funny when he was trying to like name his book and he was like Genesis or this.
Yeah, right.
I kind of expected with the Genesis joke in the beginning that at the very, very end, he was going to rename the book into like Revelations or something. And that
Oh
was going to
my
be the
God.
open and close.
That'd be awesome. So Brody asked, like, what do we think his visions would be potentially? And he did mention, like, what, stealing a cheeseburger or something from his grandma?
From his 350-pound babysitter.
Oh, that's what it
pastrami
was.
sandwich.
That would have been a funny.
I want to
flashback
see
scene.
that horror nightmare, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I think he would have some seriously, like, I think his probably would have been the most fucked up. I think that's why
I
he wasn't
agree.
volunteering to go.
I agree. I think his shit would have been like, would break him. Be like,
Yeah.
nope.
Yeah.
I
He's
feel like
just like,
that would have
"Nah,
been
man,
a
I'm
different
good."
kind of rating.
Actually, if he did it, he would have died.
Hmm.
I think he would have died.
Probably he would have if he would have been the character to die.
And it was
if
and it
anybody
would,
died in
yeah,
this
and it
movie.
would either be suicide or it would be from his past. Because
Bobby, you're
Again.
like laggy and poppy now, homie.
I can't even get a word.
Give us a
fuck?
refresh.
I'm sorry, Bob.
refresh.
I'm sorry, Bobby.
Because we love you, Bobby. Because we fucking love you.
Right. We want the best quality of his voice coming through here. All right. So while we wait for Bob, what else we got?
We got among the many sets constructed on the 3 sound stages at the Burbank Studios was the interior of the university's Taft building, a huge elaborate structure that contained an ornate hallway and the dog lab in which 5 students conducted their experiments. Joel Schumacher, Jan DeBont, and Eugenio Zanetti all created a gothically stylized atmosphere in the lab by incorporating ominous lighting beneath an iron grid floor, all to invoke images of the underworld, while angels and guardians above the columns suggest divine protection. So
I dig it. It did definitely. It gave me Frankenstein vibes.
It did, like kind of like modern Frankenstein edition.
A little bit.
I agree with that.
Bob, how you sounded, buddy?
I don't know. How do I sound?
Oh,
Good so
sexy as
far.
ever.
So
promising.
I'm gonna cross our fingers here.
I hate to be that person.
We should probably
but
cross dicks too.
It's gonna fuck up though. I'm telling you. If it did it once, it'll do it again.
Okay, can you say
As
thick
long as we don't
for
say
me?
Mary Lou, we'll be fine.
Thick.
See, I think we're
What you gotta put
Yeah.
thick? It's nice
There
and
you go.
thick. Thickum. Why gotta be so thickum snackums? You know, it's
Thick and juicy. Oh shit.
Kevin Bacon was cast as the idealistic yet pragmatic David Labraccio. Is that how we decided it was said?
yeah.
Who provides the voice of reason for the other experimenters and who tries to right an old wrong committed in his childhood. Joel Schumacher says Labraccio is the opposite of Nelson Wright. Thutherthun. As the movie progresses, I had to try it. Everyone becomes dependent on Labraccio as a kind of center to hold them all together, especially Nelson. I thought that Labraccio was going to have a touch of the divine. Personally, I thought that he was going to be the one that was always bringing people back, and that's why in the beginning, he was going to save the woman who was had like the uterine bleeding. And why he touched the first one, and like when Nelson went under, and he was the one that did CPR and brought him back. And then I thought he was going to have like a touch of divine. That's the atheist, and I thought
that makes sense. No, that'd be cool because then then you'd like have like the fulfillment of like, oh, good, you know.
Yeah, I thought we were going to get more religious in here, to be honest.
You know what? I agree with you on that because I felt like, at least with the atheist talk, because they hit it more than once.
Yeah.
Like you thought it was going to come into play a little bit more.
Yeah, just a
but
little.
I think if they had done the sequel, they probably could have dove into that a lot more instead of a remake.
So
Yeah,
maybe
but I also like the fact. I love the fact that this movie also didn't explain too much. It's kind of like death itself. It's all a mystery. We
That's
have no
true.
God-given clue.
Yep.
I've never watched that.
And that leads us to that something you guys mentioned earlier, that there were a handful of films in this mini cycle of Hollywood pictures that included after-death near-life experiences. So that includes Brainstorm in 1983, Ghost 1990, and Jacob's Ladder also in 1990. So you guys were ahead of the game on that one. Nicole Kidman was initially considered for the role of Rachel Manis. So either way, even if we didn't have the star-studded cast, we were still going to have a star-studded cast.
What Val Kilmer and Nicole Kidman were supposed to be in this, they were in Batman.
Joel Schumacher's Batman.
You know?
I feel like I would have.
Now, they were all playing students, so I mean, they were all about the same age. But when we look at the actors' ages, Kevin Bacon is actually like considerably older than the rest of the cast. But I
Well,
think
yeah.
but I think he actually kind of looks younger. Like
Yeah, he does.
they were also baby faced, but I didn't think that he was that much older than everybody else.
I mean, shit. How old was he in OG Friday the 13th? I mean, that was fucking 1980.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I mean, he was probably what, 19, 20, maybe 21.
I would say 21 has to be 21.
Mm-hmm.
So, shit, dude.
Just-
Yeah. So he's in his 30, 31 probably in this. The rest of them are probably mid 20s, maybe.
Well, so
Julie
his
Roberts
first,
looked young as hell. So.
yeah, his first film was 1978. That was his film debut, and National Lampoon's Animal House.
Yep.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
Also
Mr. Van
featured
Another.
Kiefer Sutherland or Kiefer Sutherland's father, Donald Sutherland.
Kevin Bacon
in
was
it.
22 in Friday the 13th.
Thank you, Scuba.
You so good.
So he was 32 in this. Oh my god. That's like one of those claps at the restaurant where you're like, yeah, woo. Oh shit. Scoobs is beating some ass right now.
All right. Well, when Rachel is under and they're having trouble bringing her back, they switch from bagging her, which is the airbag, not teabagging, and they have to go to artificial respirations, which is mouth to mouth. So mouth to mouth resuscitation is also called rescue breathing, and it's only performed in emergencies when a lack of proper medical equipment exists. Using the manual ventilator is preferred method, so switching to mouth makes no sense in this situation. So
No.
I'm again questioning the medical advice here. This would be like trying to inflate an air mattress with a foot pump and then switching to your mouth because it wasn't inflating fast enough.
Well, wait.
So-
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with something here real quick. Maybe it's the fact that the character David loves her or likes her. You think? Maybe no.
Maybe
that I'm also
That's the only way it could go. I think.
I'm just gonna sprinkle on the salt here of dramatic effect.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going with.
Too.
They're like, oh no, because obviously it's close to a kiss, kind of like a lover's embrace kind of thing. It's like the last frantic. Yeah.
And if he would have been the touch of the divine, like my original theory, it could have been like a whole kissy situation.
Right. And then they could have brought in You Got the Touch, You Got the Power.
You got the touch.
Right at the end and brought fucking Kiefer Sutherland back.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
His chest opens up and it's the
Right.
Matrix of fucking leadership.
Well, other stupid shit that involved Kevin Bacon's actions when Kiefer Sutherland is in the back of the truck, and I called this, so I'm glad it's on this list because I forgot to say it earlier.
Oh my god.
He's in the back of the truck with the ice pick. Why did he break the window? It's got a
He
canvas.
could have
flap in the
fucking
back.
walked around the back. What the
Like,
fuck?
Why? But why?
Oh, I
though?
thought you were going to bring up the whole like window broken and then all of a sudden fixed.
No, he
Nope.
put it up.
What?
But
It
that's a
wasn't
good.
broken. He put
He
it
broke
up.
the window.
He
when broke to
smashed the
get
window in.
And then in the next
Yeah.
scene, it was completely fixed.
Oh, I never. I
But he
didn't
could have
see
just
that.
walked around to the back. The fucking flap was open.
My wife says thank you guys for noticing that because she was bitching about that when we were watching last night. She's like, why didn't he just fucking walk around? There's a fucking flap. I'm like, I don't know. It's
Right.
his car. You would
Well,
think.
And I remember seeing the flap earlier because when he apparently didn't know how to use stairs and had to rappel out of his window when he got kicked out of school.
Yes.
I'm like, why? First of all, why are we doing? He had like full rappelling gear on and
Yeah, he
went
did.
back to that cargo flap. And I was like, wait, didn't he have a flap? You know what? All right, it's your window. You got to replace it.
I don't know why he has this vehicle.
Yeah, this looks
why
like an
this guy's
old
spinning
army
heavy?
vehicle. Like I'm curious.
Hey, it's a real party now. Like I'm here.
There
Get
you go.
out of here and go eat your Chick-fil-A. She wanted to tell you
Ooh.
hi.
Well, hi, back.
It's funny that he has an army vehicle, especially since he's like anti-nuclear, really everything that's anti what Julia Roberts' father was. Like he's even got the bumper sticker. It says no nukes across the front. So she's trying to get to her father, but she's embracing the man that is everything her father isn't. So I thought that was kind of an interesting development there.
Yeah.
This picture was nominated for an Oscar in 1991, or this picture got an Oscar.
Oh.
Wait, let me read this. Hold on. I can read. My glasses are on. The picture got Oscar nominated in 1991 for an Academy Award in the category of Best Sound Effects Editing, but it lost to The Hunt for Red October.
Ooh.
And then the hot
Yeah.
movie for
Solid
1991
I
was
could
Silence of
kinda-
the Lambs.
So Joel Schumacher would later direct I suddenly lost the ability to read, everybody.
Shoemaker.
She's turning
Welcome
into
to-
Bobby.
Welcome to
no,
the
you know what?
club.
It happens honestly. I feel like that happens too. Like I'll read to a certain extent, and then I'm just like, all right, shit's not complete.
Keith Sutherland, yeah. Joel
There you go, Bobby.
Schumacher, thick. Would later direct this movie's producer, Michael Douglas, in Falling Down in 1983. Douglas does not perform any acting duties in this film.
No, I was just a producer.
Mhm.
Just threw money at it. Sure.
All right.
Making
William
money.
Baldwin and John Duda were also in Backdraft in 91. And in each film, Duda, a child actor, played a younger version shown in a kind of flashback of one of Baldwin's co-stars, Kevin Bacon here and Kurt Russell in Backdraft.
Oh.
Mm.
I like it.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite notes that was actually in the document here, is that Kiefer Sutherland and Oliver Platt would later appear together in The Three Musketeers as Athos and Porthos, respectively.
Yeah,
And I haven't watched
I
that
love
movie
that
since
movie.
I've been a kid.
I've actually never
Holy
seen it.
shit.
So now we just need like Charlie Sheen to show up, and
Charlie Sheen, yep.
because he was Aramis in that film. So
I have to
What was
go
that?
watch
Was that
then.
92? What year did you say that was?
94.
Was that the same year as Hot Shots Part Duh, or was that 95?
I was in
I'm not
kindergarten.
I was just born.
All right,
93. So
quick sidebar:
Uh-huh.
the Three Musketeers movie or Man in the Iron Mask?
Never
I
saw
haven't.
Man in the Iron
I
Mask.
haven't seen
What?
Three Musketeers.
What?
so-
Never
What?
seen it, dude.
Bro, watch it.
Okay, well, I'm obviously biased to like enjoy all Three Musketeer films because one of my children is named after one of the Musketeers.
Yes, he is.
I loved Man in the Iron Mask, but I think that The Three Musketeers is not the same feel of a movie. So I like them, but for different
reasons.
For different reasons. Like if
Good
I want
answer.
to feel good, I will Three Musketeers. If I want a more serious, then Man in the Iron Mask.
Good answer.
Yeah.
So it was
Agreed.
like, dude, it's probably been near 30 years since I've seen Three Musketeers. Jesus fuck, dude.
Never seen. So
Did it have Zorro vibes? I feel like it had Zorro vibes, dude, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was
obviously
kinda
there's
like
sword
that.
fighting, but I mean, like, there was kind of like the tongue-in-cheek stuff a little bit here and there, like always throwing it. Okay.
Yeah.
But there was
Or
a
the-
fourth one, right?
D'Artagnan is
yeah,
the
D'Artagnan.
he's
D'Artagnan.
he's the son of another musketeer, and he's the one that's like we're following him. He's kind of the antagonist.
Ah, okay.
And
Yeah.
The
It's like
the Three
it's-
Musketeers are the older
yeah.
ones that are like mentoring him.
Word.
But they bring up in our notes here that lighting is a significant predictor of what's about to happen in the scene. So we kind of touched on that as well. So a deep orange color is usually a sign of promise and positivity. Blue is something bad is about to happen. So they definitely use something bad is about to happen at Scuba's. But it's also orange. So is it like promising but bad? Oh,
Ooh.
shit.
he's laying it on thick over there.
Oh my god.
This is going to be a running thing, and I don't think I'm okay with it.
I'm so sorry in advance.
No, he's not.
When David Labraccio, aka Kevin Bacon, went to visit Winnie Hicks, which was, the time that some of us fell off, to atone for taunting her, he mentions that they both went to S.B. Butler School as kids to remind her who he was. Now, Peter Filardi included this as a nod to his hometown in southeastern Connecticut, where there is a real S.B. Butler Elementary School near Mystic, Connecticut.
Oh,
That's sick.
Yeah, and that was the Peter Filardi. That was the research for published accounts from people who had the near-death experiences.
all right.
There were some thick experiences.
It's very thick.
Steckler is the only main character to never be flatlined and confronted with his past. We got that one. And then my final note for behind the scenes is on October 5th, 2015, a follow-up starring Elliot Page and Diego Luna was announced. Following the cast of Nina Dobrev, James Norton, and Kiersey Clemens. Kiefer Sutherland also appears in the remake, which I didn't know. I haven't seen the remake yet, so it's interesting to know that. Sutherland had originally announced that he was reprising his role as Nelson Wright, revealing that the new film could actually be a sequel rather than a remake. However, upon release, Sutherland's character is identified as Barry Wolfson, and a deleted scene indicates that Sutherland is in fact playing the same character, living under a new identity.
Oh, aliases. All right.
Yay.
Well, he laid it on there.
Nice.
My-
All righty. You
My
said that
cheeks
was
were hurting.
There you go. Well, thank you very much for
That's what she
reading
said.
that. And
Oh my
I wasn't going to go there. And also thank you to the Chad Daddy for throwing those notes out there. He
Yes.
he was
Thank
going
you.
to do a video. Unfortunately, some shit happened. But he did give us a rating, and I did want to mention that now so I can throw that in there. But Chad Daddy rated this a 3.75. So we're going to throw that in there. Oh, we're thinking about him. All right. Now we are done with that. So on to the main questions. What format was this watched on, gang?
Peacock.
Amazon Prime.
Prime. I rented
Alright.
it on Prime.
There you go. I went Voodoo Channel. All right.
Nice.
So it wasn't on demand for anybody?
Not for once it wasn't.
For once it wasn't on demand for Bobby. Well, I
Wait,
mean, does
wait.
Peacocks count as on demand?
Actually, yes, because you could get it from there. So
Well, that's where I watched it.
Oh,
I
okay.
watched
Well,
it.
I was at my
On
girlfriend's.
demand.
She doesn't have on demand, so I had to watch it on Prime.
on.
Mm.
All right.
Don't worry,
So
I'll have on demand next week.
Okay.
douche of the film.
Nelson.
Nelson.
Even though I like his character, he's the douche of the whole crew.
No.
You know
Who's-
what? Nope. I'm disagreeing.
Joe?
It's Joe Hurley. Joe
yeah.
Hurley.
Once I thought about it, Joe is the douche of the film. He was the one that was
'Cause, like-
recording all the women.
Yep. And he's
Oh,
an
yeah,
adult.
yeah,
He's an
okay,
adult.
yeah,
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Kiefer
right.
Sutherland shit. That was a kid. Even
Yeah.
you guys said it earlier.
Yeah,
It was
you're
a
right.
fucking
You're right.
accident.
You're right. Okay, yeah, no,
This asshole,
yeah.
dude, like, nah, man.
I
It's
agree
one
with
thing if
no,
you
you're-
talk to them into it and they're into it, and then that way you can obviously get way better camera angles than just seeing your back the whole fucking time.
No,
But
you know something? I agree. With that.
but yeah, dude, just Creepmaster 5000 is gonna have to go to
Hashtag
Mr.
fuck
Baldwin.
that guy.
Yeah, pretty much, dude. Like,
So Joe. Okay.
Billy.
I was thinking about it at first, but I was like, no, dude, he's instantaneous douchebag. All right, so favorite kill,
Billy.
Champ.
Billy.
I'm totally
Jesus.
kidding. The dog. No.
That's terrible.
But the dog didn't die. Didn't it have a brace.
No,
It was living all over.
no,
it?
Well, I mean, it's not
came-
alive anymore.
Well, anymore,
No.
yeah, but
No,
is
no,
any
the dog-
movie dog that you watch, in the movie's
Billy.
alive anymore?
Billy's the only death in the fucking
Yeah,
movie.
he is. the only death.
Her dad dies. Her dad kills her.
Oh, yeah, her dad
kills
kills
himself.
her.
heroin overdose. Hmm.
I mean,
He
technically,
shot
three
himself.
of
Oh
them
wait, no, he
died.
did. That's right. Oh,
Mhm.
hmm.
All
I'm
right, so,
saying
all right,
Billy
so-
because Billy's was more, I think, was more tragic because it's an 8-year-old kid that fell out of a fucking tree
yeah,
and died.
yeah.
It just made me
Okay,
wanna
but
watch
there
the
was that
Geek Saga.
moment when they're like falling and it's like transforming into the older version that was just so cheesy. Where
Yes,
it was like
thank
the
you.
wind and like the I'm falling.
Thank you. That
It
was
took me
pretty
out of that
rough.
moment.
That was pretty rough.
Mhm.
All right, so yeah, I don't know. I guess
It's Billy.
yeah, it has
we got
to
nothing.
be.
We got
Has to
nothing
be.
else.
It's gotta be the old lady that we didn't see die, but she just did anyways. She won.
Oh.
Did she get her wish? I don't know. Did she want? No, she didn't want it. All right. Best scene. Best scene.
I have a feeling.
I think my favorite scene, like visually and development wise, is when Kevin Bacon and Keither Sutherland are sitting on the back of the truck. And he starts to say, like, well, I can hear these things, and then I can hear the
Ooh.
hum. And then you have these, I mean, I can't remember what
Ooh.
style they were, almost like kabuki
Like the demon
demon-y
pictures and shit
pictures.
like that, right? Like
Yeah.
graffiti
And then
art.
and then the dog comes up, and that kind of like just set up, like I was like, oh, shit's happening. Okay, cool. Like that was a moment where I was like, okay, I'm in.
I'm glad you brought that up. I actually kind of
Mhm.
forgot about that scene, but that was a cool scene because
It was very like visually.
that's where it
striking.
started getting a little bit trippy, and I really wish they stuck more
Mhm.
with that.
Yeah.
God.
Ooh, I might have to agree with that because
I do agree with that, but
Oh, man, that's good one.
good. Think about it.
Titties.
Titties.
I mean,
Can I say okay? So, side note on that scene, dude.
There were some nice ones.
Bobby doesn't have any. Yours are young. Kaylee, do you have any young ones?
Oh, I thought you were asking about titties. I was like, yes, I do.
I do too.
Sorry. I mean, yes.
Sick.
Yes. we all do.
I don't. I have.
Fiat.
Wait. Show me them, you thick'em, snack'em.
Bobby, I've touched your titties. So no,
He
do
did
you have
touch
any
me,
young
but they're not
kids?
titties though. They're
Yeah,
not really
I do.
Titties.
Okay. So I got an 8-year-old, and she doesn't like to stay in her bed. Obviously, she always like to pop out. And like any scene in this fucking movie, she could have came out, and it would have been like, I probably would have left it playing. She came right out when Billy Baldwin was banging that chick, and then my wife was like, "Let me pause it." I'm like, "No," because now she walks in, now the chick's like, "Oh," like, off to the side, and I was just like, "Oh my god, dude!" Like,
gotta be
Daddy,
sex
what's
positive,
that?
okay?
I just didn't feel like having that conversation last night, man. I just wanted to watch the movie and fucking get through.
You know, my oldest son, we had the sex talk and the Santa's not real talk at the same time. So you know what? It could have been, yeah.
Wow.
Okay, that second talk did not have to happen.
What came first?
It started with, I'm trying to remember because we were telling,
Man,
like, he knew that I was pregnant.
Like, if sex happened,
It was a whole conversation of like he was about to have a baby brother, and my my kids are like, about 10 years apart because I like upgraded husbands and decided to have another baby. And so we just had to have this whole conversation. It was just like, look, man, if you're going to be part of the adult conspiracy, there's shit you got to know. And it was very like, do you have questions? Do you have questions? And so it just kept evolving into the next conversation. I'm like, mom of the year over here. Santa's not real, and this is how sex works.
How old was he at the time? 10?
He would have been 9. Yeah. Like 8.
Not that I
like
condone this by
9-ish.
any means whatsoever. And obviously this is a joke for anybody who's listening. But I feel like that little dude needed a cigarette after that talk. Like, he just needed to sit down on a porch swing.
Drink.
Yep, he needed to sit down on a porch swing with some whiskey and a cigarette, and just needed some alone time.
See,
for
that's
and some
when
Pedialyte chasers and some Pedialyte chasers.
It all came full circle.
That's when he became a man that day at 9 years old. When he had sex. It's when
I just feel like that little dude was just like, he wasn't even looking at you guys. He's just looking at the ground with his like hands.
He was in the backseat of the car. I didn't want to have that conversation.
Oh, it wasn't even.
Oh, that's
wow.
My
God. So it's rear view to kid. Man.
We've had further conversations since then, but that was just kind of I think he was asking because, like, I mean, at that point I was like pregnant, and I was like, well, do you like know how that happens? Like, I don't know. He thought the baby popped out of my belly button at that point, so we had to have a real conversation about no, it's not a giant zit that I'm just gonna push through my belly button. So, yeah.
God, imagine if that was the way that.
What's going on, champagne sauce? How's it going?
Dr. Pimple Popper would be a whole different world.
Oh, yeah, it would. Jesus Christ. I hate that show.
So I'm gonna agree with her as well. Favorite scene. There's a lot.
Dude, that alley scene was trippy.
It was hard to choose one.
I like the Billy Baldwin going through all the fucking
girls,
women.
All the curviness.
That was really good.
Wait, like when he was dying, or
the titty scene that he had.
All them thick titties in there.
When he was dying.
When he was dying. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm just trying to.
I thought you meant when the women were talking to him. I was like, oh, that was really cool.
No, that's cool, but no, I'm going with the ones that showed
titties.
Titties. Yeah.
I did like that. I liked almost towards his end freak out of like when he really started noticing all the TVs were doing it.
Oh shit! Chad Daddy in the chat, baby.
He's a little late, but he's here. It's okay. We saved him a drink.
And we already said your score, buddy. So you're out there hanging in the breeze. All right. So I think we all finally got best scene out of the way.
Yes.
Did the opening scene hook you in?
Yes.
Yeah, I was kind of interested.
Yeah.
Just walking in
Absolutely.
with the quote, "A good day. Today's a good day to die."
And then
that was
somebody's
the
almost fucking
cheesiest
dying.
shit.
It is cheesy, but it was kind of.
It looked like the intro to CSI or something, like standing by the water, like all like
sunglasses.
Where do you think CSI got the inspiration from?
I mean, it's very likely.
It probably is.
It felt a little cheesy for me. And
That's
I
fine.
also, that set up the whole, I thought this was going to be more religious because we were showing like these religious pieces. We showed the word religion in the beginning that was carved into the stone. I think it kind of set me up for a different flavor of film, but nah.
You know what? I'm in the same basket with you because even like Brody said, like he mentioned the Final Destination. I was almost kind of wondering if it was like that too. Like either they were going to be addicted to dying, or like they did it and then like they could see death in itself somehow, where could potentially really go into the religious side of it. But yeah, with all the imagery right off the bat, I mean, I guess it's a good what do you want to say, distraction or red herring? But
the red herring.
That's right. Red herring. Steve, you look like you're deep in thought, sir.
I'm just staring at all you beautiful bastards.
Did you say opening scene?
Oh, I said yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to. I don't want to skip over you.
No. Oh, I would never let you skip over me.
That's right.
That's
all
what
right.
she said.
So this is gonna be a tough one. Maybe it's not because I feel like it's a tie in my head. Most attractive character:
Julia Roberts and Kevin
Bacon.
All right, there you go. Yep, I was gonna say those two right there. It's
Well, damn it, Kiefer Sutherland too.
No, Kevin Bacon over Keith Sutherland. Sorry.
Yeah.
And Oliver Platt.
That was my
very
idea.
handsome.
You know what?
He was very handsome in this movie.
I like his hair in this movie.
I need a snuggle buddy, and he looks like he would give very good snuggles. Like I could cry to him while eating Chinese food. Like that's attractive to me.
And he would be like this. It's okay. How's the low maintenance?
And not trying to put the not trying to put the moves on you either.
Exactly.
He seemed like the type of dude that was a genuine dude.
Unless he's the guy from Lake Placid trying to get the deputy to sleep with him. That's a different story.
That's a totally different character.
Yes.
Still cool.
Yes.
Exactly.
Still a man. Yeah, but Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts top. Julia Roberts gets top for me on that because goddamn, she was fucking gorgeous.
You don't even need to see her face, dude. Just show me the hair.
Yes,
okay,
dude.
All right. So I'm about to have a very unpopular opinion right now.
Oh,
I do agree she is a beautiful lady.
Am I gonna have to shut him off?
But I gotta say, for me, maybe she just don't do it for me.
Yeah, but okay,
that's fine.
That's fine.
You're young. You're young.
No,
and you just don't know a lot of things in life yet. So
she has like a very like elfish face or like elven like,
and
features.
That's fine.
Yes.
And, yeah.
Soft.
I love her smile. I fucking just 90s Julia Roberts.
I mean, just give me hooker Julia Roberts. Honestly, like that's all I really. No.
Nah. I like the wholesome Julia Roberts. If I want slutty, give me Emma Roberts. All day, every day.
Wait, has she done Skanky?
She's done Skanky.
Oh yeah.
Wait, this is Emma Roberts is
her niece.
Hermione,
her
right?
niece.
Oh,
her niece. No,
No, that's
Roberts.
Emma
Watson.
Watson.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, wrong Emma's.
Did you watch American Horror Story? She was like the bitchy rich one in Coven. She played.
I did not watch
Scream
Coven.
Queens.
Didn't watch that either.
She was in Scream 4.
Didn't watch that.
She was also Nancy Drew, but that's not slutty version.
God damn it! Now I gotta look this. I probably have seen her in something, but maybe not. All right, I'll look that up in a second. Where are we at?
Score.
I don't remember it.
It wasn't a
I'm gonna
memorable
say it
score,
worked though.
But yeah,
But I will say I did appreciate that they did not throw in like random pop songs that had one word to do with the scene. Like I feel like sometimes a score can be a great score even if it's not memorable. Like if it helped you build that tension, like you may not remember the hook, you may not remember like, oh, the tune went like, but if you felt like that scene was built and it wasn't distracting, like maybe that's a good score too.
Yeah. I mean, it set the mood. Not saying it did set the mood. It
set the mood, not memorable, but for the movie, it was good. I can't say it wasn't.
All right. Best song. Was there any?
I don't remember.
I don't remember
any.
there being one. No.
Okay. So.
There was a song playing when they were having the Halloween party outside, but I didn't know what it was.
No, I couldn't make out really lyrics to it.
I feel like I knew the song, but I don't remember what it was now. I'll look it up later.
Did anybody say what the fuck was up with the fire behind the building?
That's what made me think that there was some dystopian stuff going on that they keep like referencing, and like we don't ever really get to go out and about
behind the building.
Yeah, during the Halloween party, there's a bonfire in front of the building, and then behind the building, there's this huge fucking fire that looks
like the Crow,
like
baby. It's Devil's Night.
What it looked like fucking Devil's
Crow.
Night.
Yeah. That's what I'm going with.
Barita.
Where was this? Where was this located? Was this Chicago?
Chicago.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that Crow?
Is it? I don't remember.
I am not a Crow buff by any
Neither
means.
am I.
So
Does this take place in the Crow universe?
it could.
Oh baby.
I still want him to be more addicted to dying.
Yeah,
I
that would have been a
don't
cool
know-
concept.
I just think like I don't know why, dude. Like just because dude, you know, the whole Dare scene and everything in the 90s and shit, dude, with crazy drug shit.
But the more that they died, the more that they kept doing it, the more real that their fears or whatever kept coming to life. The more and more, every time you went under, something else worse would just come and keep coming and keep coming.
Right. I know, man. I mean, if they really wanted to remake this, they could definitely go some fucked up shit with weird guilt stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, favorite character of this movie?
Nelson for me.
Nelson.
Champ.
Right.
Crow was in Detroit, FYI.
That's what I thought. I didn't want to say it and sound stupid.
Damn
That's
it.
what I thought it was.
Damn it. All right.
I liked Billy because he was a little badass ghost.
Fair.
I liked Winnie because when she popped out with all those insults, I was like, I'm gonna look up that whole list and I'm gonna call those guys every single name on that.
That was
list.
good. My wife.
Yeah, that was
My
good.
wife noticed.
It just
She said that
kept going.
she probably had a really good time with that scene.
Especially like 8 years old. Ooh, I get to say what?
I get to call you an
do think it was
ass-licking son of a
ad-libbed,
bitch.
or do you think they actually wrote it out for her?
That had to be written out. There's no way that's ad-libbed.
How do you know? Be like, yo, man, let's see what you got.
I don't know,
And
man.
then she just fucking,
Some kids got it in them, man.
Yeah, they do, and some of
They
them need to
do.
be smacked hard when they do.
See,
sometimes.
that's what I'm right there, Bob.
Look at Kaylee. Look at Kaylee.
Yeah, some kids do. So I got to text Uncle Scuba over there because my 4-year-old just started pre-K, and we told the teacher hey, he's got a speech delay, he may not have a ton of words for you. He'll be really excited. Okay. So apparently he didn't want to listen to the Wiggles or whatever the fuck they were listening to that day, and stomped his feet, went to the corner, and yelled at his teacher, "What the fuck?" And she got at least 3 solid words that day. So I'm like, great. And that was after he kept yelling it when I was streaming with Scuba on the Recycled Corn podcast. He kept coming up to my microphone going, "Mommy, mommy, mommy, what the fuck? What the fuck?" I was like, stop it.
But see, that's adorable.
Scuba was just like,
but then, so I guess she talked him down, and she's like, okay, listen. We don't say fuck. We say, goodness, no. So now whenever he walks around the house and he's going, goodness, no, I know what he's saying. I know what that means. But he just whisper.
Hilarious.
He'll whisper it to himself. He'll be like, we don't say fuck. We say, goodness, no. So
That just doesn't really have quite the
Nah,
the bite.
it doesn't have the fuck bite.
right. Yeah, you just need that little.
It doesn't have the thick to it, you know.
There you go.
I mean,
It doesn't have that thick.
Came back full circle. All right.
I've accomplished.
I'll just give him
something.
some Pedialyte. He'll be fine.
yeah.
Next thing he'll be going like this. What the fuck?
I think favorite character for me, I'm gonna go with Randy. I feel like that's just I'd be Randy. I'd be like, I'm not doing this shit. I'll watch you guys. I'll help you out, but nah, I'm good.
Honestly, if I was
everybody wants to get shit faced, I'm just gonna sit back and smoke a blunt. I'm cool.
Nah, see, if I say Nelson, because I guarantee you, if someone said you can do this and we can bring you back, I'd be like, yo, sign me up.
Yeah,
I would
I'm
really
just
like,
like,
sign
nah,
me
I'm
up.
good, dude. I'm good. I don't need to test them. I don't need to test that water.
Yeah,
Fuck
I think Nelson was probably the one I was most interested in. I didn't like his development at the end of the story, so I'll go with Nelson just because he was very tenacious, and yeah, it was just interesting. But
All right. Okay.
that or the cadaver, you see full, almost full dick on that cadaver in the beginning, you know.
The one he
do.
stuck is that the one where he stuck the shit in his foot?
Yeah, and they were like, "Oh, identify this," and she's like, "Your brain." Yep.
Correct. Not
Mhm.
wrong. Scoob, and yours was Nelson as well, or no?
No. Favorite character?
Yes.
Billy.
Billy, that's right.
Yeah, he
Ghost
said
Billy.
that. Yeah.
Ghost
Ghost
Billy.
Billy. All right. So was it scary? No.
No, very
No.
can be tense though.
It had potential, but no. I remember it being scary watching it the first time.
You were a child.
Not scary, unsettling. More
But you were a
unsettling
kid.
than
I
scary.
would still say it's
Like the whole death thing. You know what I mean? That is what
yeah.
was scary to me as a child.
It's very.
That's fair.
I would say it's a very unsettling movie still. Yes.
No.
All right. So does it hold up today?
I say yes.
I think so.
I don't see why not.
I mean, the characters are still people we see today, you know?
Yeah, they're still real.
It's I mean, it's a clean shot movie and everything. The actors are great. So yeah, I would say yes. Kaylee?
Yeah, I agree. I think it was entertaining to watch. It's obviously a little dated, but like, yes, I think it pretty much holds up.
All right. Acting? Oh, dude, top notch.
Superb. Top
I
notch.
can't say anything bad there. Cinematography. I mean, I feel like we've hit a lot on this already throughout the podcast, but yeah, it was damn good. Lighting was excellent.
I think there were some really cool shots, like with when they were working on the cadavers and everything, rather than having it like up in your face, and it was like that overhead shot where you saw all the bodies out on display. Like, I think there were some really smart, like, cool choices that were made.
They remind me of the I don't know if there's actually a technical word for it, but like the surgery rooms, like when they usually like we can actually watch them or observe them over
The
top
theaters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All I could think of is Seinfeld with Kramer dropping in the fucking
The bonbon, or what was it?
No, the Junior Mint.
Bonbon?
Junior Mint.
That's what I was thinking.
All right. And premise. Yeah. Premise is cool.
I
liked it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I would have tweaked it a little bit more, maybe more like a drug or something like that. But all in all, the idea of trying to experience death just to see what the hell it is, I like it.
I like it for a rough draft. Yeah, I think it could have been improved upon.
So, well, it's funny you say that. So our next question is: recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot?
Rewind.
I'm going
to remake it.
I would sequel it.
Nope, I'm gonna remake it. Although even at remaking it, I feel like I would tweak enough shit where it probably wouldn't be even a remake anymore. Or would that be the right way to do it? I don't know. What was Evil Dead for 2013? Was that reboot or remake?
It's a reboot.
It was a reboot.
Well, it's technically a remake. It's technically a remake until you see the end credit scene.
And then it's a reboot.
And then it's a reboot.
Like I said, for me, rewind and make a proper sequel.
Bobby, you're getting all crackly again, homie. Sorry, bud.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine, dude. I just want to let you know.
The popping is thick.
Yeah.
I want to redo this with my ideas. I want to make so that would be reboot, just start it all over with the premise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would want to do.
Honestly, it'd be cool to, especially because like if the way you want to reboot it and the few different ideas you threw out, like that would be a really good twist on something that, like, especially if you did make it about God or paranormal or whatever, like, because everybody would be expecting it's just in their heads. It's like, nah, bitches, not this time.
Nah,
there's
bitches.
Some actual funky shit.
Yeah, especially if you did like kind of like a cabin in the woods kind of reveal at the end where you've got like the old gods and everything, like with the Greek and then the real god and the this and the that. And, you know, like at the very end, like just have like Cerberus like lurking in the corner or something, and you're like, oh shit, wait, like an easily identifiable Greek.
Dude, I can't take Cerberus serious anymore because we got my only reason. Listen, no, you'll understand. We got my daughter at Monster Mania a Cerberus stuffy, and it's a squish. It's not a Squishmallow. It's a Squishable, which is also a brand, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I think it's like a weird, like a solid ball, and it's got three little dog heads on it. But then the one on the way over on the side has got his tongue hanging out, like all doopy.
Oh,
and yeah, it's like the cutest thing ever. And I'm just like, I've never seen Cerberus like this, but I don't feel like I can ever unsee him.
I need a third dog so I can have a little Cerberus effect here in the house. So if you guys can help me convince Anthony, there's a dog I want to adopt right now, and then I could have 3, and I could have a little Cerberus.
Do you have the room for 3 dogs?
Yes.
Do you?
Okay. Yes, she does.
Let her buy the dog, Anthony.
It's not even buy; it's adopting.
We'll let her get the free. Whatever, just get the dog.
It's never free though.
That's
It's
true. That's
food,
true.
There's time to clean up poop. There's things.
I have a
There's vet bills.
13-year-old. He cleans up poop sometimes.
So Anthony
I
said
make my
reboot it.
8-year-old. Anthony says no.
Anthony said reboot it as an A24 movie or Blumhouse, and I would say no.
Isn't Blumhouse
A24?
A24? No, I do not like A24.
Neither do I. Neither do I.
I am not artsy enough for that shit.
I still say sequel. I would like
What's
to see
that?
them go. I'd still love to see them go deep in a sequel, not reboot. That's just me. Because I feel this movie, again, for me, didn't explain so much. Now get the sequel to go deep into it.
But yeah, and they could do the sequel to where it's like a drug now that that they have to keep do, or they want to keep doing it and pushing it further. But to keep the original there, I mean, they already remade it, and the remake was fucking caca.
I mean, I'm gonna kind of back Anthony up on the A24 though, like Hereditary, Midsummer. Like if you've got like that kind of like artsy, for my remake, the one that I make, A24 can be a part of it.
I want to be in that remake.
Okay.
Just kill me off in the first scene. I don't have to mean very much.
You can be the cadaver.
I just want to be there. Okay, I'm just happy to be there.
That's awesome. And Chad Daddy, to answer your question, yes, I also thought the King Ghidorah thing. I'll show you guys a picture if I can. All right, so we're gonna rate this biatch. So between Brody and Chad Daddy, we are up to an 8.15. So Kaylee, out of 5, what would you rate this?
I'm gonna go 4. I think there could be a little bit of improvement, but overall, I enjoyed the premise. I enjoyed the background and the thoughts that kind of went with it. So I'll just stick with
solid 4. All right, Bobby.
I actually said this last night after I watched it. I still think improvements could be made, but there's not a shit ton. So I actually went with 4.5.
Oh, damn. Well, higher than Brody.
I did.
All right. Scuba Steve.
And I also agree with Bobby. There's a lot in this movie that I love, and while there could be some slight improvements, I love the movie. So I give it a 4.5.
4.5. And once again, man, even still discussing this movie was kind of mid for me. Kaylee opened up a lot more shit that even I would have never fucking tapped on for sure with the history lessons. So once again, thank you for all that. But still just watching it as a movie, just like thinking about, I was just ready for it to be over. And like I said, the third act for me, even though is like they tried to put in like exciting, like pacing music and shit like that, they weren't really running to anything exciting. Anything happened. They're still just like walking at a mild pace to their buddy dying. And even the guilt, I don't know. Like once we learned Kevin Bacon's guilt thing, I kind of lost it for me. All inside, acting is great, cinematography is great. So for me, I'm gonna say a solid 3. I feel like right in the middle is good enough.
Fair enough.
I'm sorry. You guys can hate me. That's fine. All right. So
you're allowed to be wrong. You're allowed to be wrong. It's okay.
I don't care.
It happens.
I know my wife sides with me, and that's all that's good enough for me. Because we both got done with it. We looked at it. We're like, that movie fucking sucked. Let's go to bed. All right. So we're gonna divide that by 6, which gives 1990 Flatliners a 4.0.
Nice.
Yep. So there you go. All righty. So next week is our last psychological pick for the month, and that goes to our beloved Bobby Amone. So, Bobby, what are we watching next week, buddy?
We're going to watch the movie Devil from 2010.
Yeah. Woo-hoo. 2010? That's already
that
old?
old?
I'm pretty sure it's 2010. Let me triple check
I thought it was
that.
like
Hold on.
2017. Am I that?
No, that's right.
Wow.
I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it in theaters.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say I didn't see it in theaters. But
Oh shit! It is 2010.
Oh my
Honestly,
God,
I watched it probably just after, like when it started coming on DVD.
Bobby, you just aged me like 10 years, homie. Like,
Oh my God!
Wow.
Stop your nonsense.
Oh my
I think
God,
I saw it at
hurt.
a dollar theater, so maybe it was like right at 2011. But yeah, we saw it in theaters before I moved to Texas, and that was
No shit. All
I
right.
think,
20,
I think you guys are
2010.
gonna like it because it's a little more straightforward. But again, it's the matter of all these people are here for a reason, and you find out what those reasons are. And it's
So,
pretty.
yes.
It gets pretty messed up.
Devil 2010. You can find it on what the hell is that? I don't even know.
You can find it on
You-
demand.
YouTube
Not a
and all that good
problem.
stuff.
Just saying. In that
There's some-
nice thick collection they got.
What is IQIYI? Whatever the hell that is, it's on that.
On what?
QIY?
QIY?
I've never even seen this. It pops up on Google when I looked up for who's playing the movie.
Is it saying that there's hot singles near you? Like, don't click that.
No, it's like so.
If it says there's MILFs.
Oh
it's
wow,
a
there
lie.
is QIY with watch now with subscription. What the heck?
IQIYI. What the hell is this? Is this like some new YouTube bull? It's another streaming shit. Fuck off. That's all
You
that
can
matters.
find it on demand next week for those of you who have it too.
Well, we don't
Just
have Magic on Demand. So
I do.
Oh
I'm
shit!
excited.
You don't have to log in or nothing. It just fucking plays, John.
I noticed that. That was pretty cool.
QIYY.
No, it's
IQIYI.
IQIYI.
Oh, is there a
Oh.
second I? Yeah, it
Yeah.
should pop right up if you type in Devil movie. It's like the first thing under watch movie.
I gotta
Okay.
look now.
Nice. Interesting.
Sweetness. It's on everything else too, though. Yeah, IQ. Weird. It's a new one. I wonder when that just popped out.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty, so 2010's Devil next week. All right, it's time to get nerdy. If we got anything nerdy, I got little
breaking
snippet.
news. I have breaking news.
Breaking news. All right,
Breaking
Scuba, take it.
The new Batman animated series that is debuting on HBO Max, brought to you by J.J. Abrams and Bruce Timm, has been canceled.
Fuck
Ah.
off. Dude, what is Warner Brothers doing?
They
They
fucking
canceled- they're
canceled the
canceling
Cape
a lot of
Crusader
shit.
series.
Something's
Dude,
up.
They
Something's
need to
not right.
release Batgirl. I don't give a shit. Like, if it doesn't fit in anything, like, just release it, dude. Give me Frasier. Give me Keaton. Like, you film them. Oh, fuck off, dude. God
Well, yeah,
damn it.
what's up with Warner Brothers canceling all this shit?
It's bullshit.
Something's not right.
On good news, or I guess, well, I get for some people, for me at least, some people might not. In horror news, at least, tomorrow we get the trailer for Terrifier 2.
Yeah, buddy. I'm
Finally.
stoked. I am so fucking stoked.
I loved the first movie. I didn't get to review it on this podcast. That was before I was brought on. I was sad about that, but I loved it, dude. I know
I loved
some
Art.
people.
I loved Art in All Hallows Eve.
Yeah, he
Yes!
was great. Yes.
So
yes.
it's funny you brought that up because I was actually thinking about it today, and I feel like we need to have more anthology movies, and I think that was going to be one I was thinking. I don't know why I was thinking because, well, you guys know I was doing like what we can do for some themes, and I was trying to go with like cartoon, but then another one popped in that I didn't type in was anthology movies, and we have done a few, but we've never done like some of the granddaddies, dude. Like we never did Twilight Zone. I feel that's like, come on, dude. Like
Have they done? Have we done Creep Show?
we did Creep Show. Creep
Two?
Show we did. We did not
Yeah.
do this.
No, we didn't.
Did we do the second one?
No, we did not. I'm pretty sure we did.
And I like the second one better than the first one.
The second one's a
Wait a
great
minute. We
fucking
might
movie.
have. I feel
Did
like
we? I don't remember if we did. I don't think so.
I can't remember 200 episodes. I can't
Chad,
remember 20 episodes.
Chad,
homie.
did we
That's
do-
what Chad's for, dude.
Chad, did we do Creep Show 2? Can you type if we have or not? He would know, wouldn't he?
Chad, that he is the Dark Lord of Knowledge. He would. All right, so but yes, Terrifier tomorrow. They got a little snippet of the trailer today, but if you're gonna watch the trailer, there's no reason to. It's Art doing art things. That's all you need to do.
Yes.
I loved it though. That movie was so fucked. I'm very interested to see where they're gonna go with it because the first one was just
Yeah.
so off the wall and just like under the radar at first, and then everybody's like, "You gotta fucking see this movie." It's like, and a lot of people hated it. A lot of people that were like, they thought it copied too much. I was like, "No, man, it felt like it was more of a love letter to me."
And it was fucking
yeah.
brutal.
I
So
love that
brutal.
movie so much.
And then there's people that don't even know that he's in All Hallows Eve. They don't know that.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
he's
so-
fucked in that, dude. Like, I love that because he's more like demonic even in that
Yeah.
movie. Like, not that he's not in Terrifier, the first one, obviously, but I'm very excited for the second one. Dude.
Yeah. Oh yes. Been waiting for it for so fucking long.
Is there anything else nerdy to talk about?
I have something.
Oh, go ahead.
Caitlin, no, you started talking, please.
So I just want to let you guys know that my nerd news is yesterday's news, but it gets transferred to today because instead of watching this thing, I watched Flatliners instead. Is House of Dragon because I'm hearing that House of Dragon is
I heard it's really good.
amazing.
I haven't seen
Like
it yet.
we were talking about, like, it's just like love letters, and like I've just heard that it is like potentially going to be the redemption of Game of Thrones, and that was my plan. And then Scuba was like, "Hey, friend, do you want to do Gore and More?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." And then like, "Oh, I was going to watch House of Dragon with my free time. I'll watch Kevin Bacon instead." So that's my only news.
Well, thank you for that.
Yes, thank you very much.
And I hope,
But I have heard
get the
it's
chance
dope.
to. Yeah, the commercials make it look cool. I never got into Game of
Yeah.
Thrones, but dude, I do like.
Yeah, I never got into Game of Thrones either.
It's really hard for me to get into shows.
I have no time to sit here and watch.
I did
15
not
shows
start
anymore.
watching Game of Thrones until season 4. So right before season 4 was about to debut, I binge watched the first 3 seasons only because everybody was all up on Game of Thrones. I'm like, it's not the kind of show that I like. And I watched it and I was like, oh my God, this is fucking amazing. And I even found the complete season 5, I think it was, fucking Blu-ray set sitting on a fucking trash can when I was pumping gas. What? I guess somebody was cleaning their car out, stuck it there to fucking and left it. And
shitty.
so I was like, yeah, I'm taking this. This is mine now.
I found out I was pregnant the day of the final season started, and Anthony and I used to like make drinks, like
yeah.
And we went and bought all this booze. We were ready. We had our snacks. We had everything. And I took a pregnancy test, and I surprised Anthony. I was like, we're gonna play Game of Thrones trivia real fast. Hold on. And I got a video of it, and I was like, who's gonna be the one on the throne? Who's gonna do this? Who's gonna produce an heir? And I held up Kaylee and Anthony on my side because, we were about to make a baby, and he didn't get it. And so then I had to explain it, and then I couldn't drink that night. So all that booze, all of it.
Damn.
So I'm excited. I get to do boozy stuff with Game of Thrones again.
Yeah, there you go.
Pumped.
Nice.
How did you feel about season 7? I know that was supposed to be the poop town, right? That was the last one.
Listen,
Her look says it all.
I'm just asking. I'm only asking because I don't know. That's
Listen. Yeah, we
She
can talk
took the
about
glasses
it.
off.
I know.
She
right?
did,
Like,
dude.
I'm
She's
getting
ready to
sweaty. I'm
fight.
like, if I had earrings, those would be next. No, it was yeah, that's a whole episode we could do.
Oh, okay.
They spent all these seasons building up Daenerys as this great wholehearted person. And
but no, she absolutely had to go mad. That was
she didn't.
No,
have
she
to.
did. That's the whole fucking point of the Targaryens. I've got a whole. We can talk about it.
This
I'm not
is
going
a
to waste everybody's
podcast
time.
right there, dude.
I'm not going to waste your time.
Yes. I guess I got to go back and watch this shit because I've never watched it.
I
Okay,
just
but
don't get attached to any character. Any character
No,
that you get attached
do.
to,
Let
don't
them.
because they fucking die.
That's the whole experience.
Isn't that
like?
life itself? Like
Yes, exactly. But it's
I do-
condensed into a fucking show, and you're like, God, I love that character so. What?
And,
No.
Smiling Octopus,
gratuitous
I don't have
ways.
time to read.
say,
the
Smiling
books.
Octopus, you think I'm better than I can't do.
Yeah, you really think we're
There's
so good at
Okay,
audiobooks.
read. That's why we watch movies, honey.
Right. Like I would have to reread that first paragraph 10 times just to make sure I thought I read it right. Like I can't do it.
And the horse fucked him. What? Read that again.
That might actually happen. So I mean, you would probably anyway.
But yeah, I see Roku is pumping that hard. They got their
Mhm.
own little tab for it when you first like load up and shit. Sweetness.
Well, I
Anything
was gonna
else?
watch it tonight, but I'm gonna be live streaming with my honey. I think we're gonna play some Evil Dead tonight on her Twitch.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Yo, those updates are coming out too, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's not only me we're getting a whole new evil class too.
Yeah, I just read that.
Oh,
before,
shit.
too. You are.
Fuck, I can't even remember. I don't even remember what demon it is, but I think it's like it's like a possessor, but it's a little different or something like that. It's I don't know, like they can
I'll
make
have
you
a
sick or
system.
something.
I'm working on getting a system because I want to play, and the Ghostbusters game is coming, and so many other games I got to get.
Ghostbusters is October, baby.
I know. That's why
And-
I want to get a system by then.
And Scorn. And Scorn looks fantastic. If nobody knows what that is, it's a first-person shooter, and it's all like H.I. Geiger fucking like artwork style.
Did that one game drop that you fucking got me playing the demo where you had to like shoot in succession?
That's next month, and I am fucking. That's because my buddy Pete Ward, who was in the chat, he got me into that. Oh my god, dude, what the hell was that? Shit. Bullets or no, Metal Hellsinger. That's what it was. That shit was fantastic. So No, that's next month, dude. I'll see. Summertime is hard for gaming, man. I need it to be like cooler months when like it gets dark earlier and shit.
Yeah.
I know
So I
you
have
said
reasons-
gaming, but it's like it sounded like you said for gay men, and I
That
was
too.
like,
That too.
summer
I
is
don't-
like gay men like paradise. I don't know what it's like up where you guys are, but like, ooh, down
Oh
here.
yeah, man. It's definitely like, yo, when the heat's
Ooh.
on, it's
Oh,
the heat is
fuck.
on, right? the crop tops are out. I think 80s crop tops should come back.
No.
I'm just
Oh,
saying.
no, thank
No?
you. No, thank you.
80s crop tops and super short fucking like PE shorts.
Yes.
No.
dude,
No, I'll
I'm
wear
saying it
those.
all the way. I'll do it.
I'll have to tuck my guy in, but I can make it work.
Bob, I'm just saying, like you and I always do the killers and stuff. Maybe you and I should dress up as the victims.
It'd be
Come in with the crop tops and the short shorts. and have
sexy ass
ladies dress
counselors,
up
like,
as the killers.
Yeah, like,
dude.
yeah, we own this place, bitch.
Well, I mean, I guess on the gay note though, didn't Shea Coulee, who's a drag queen from RuPaul, what I think just confirmed that they are going to be playing the new X-Men. Darnell, have y'all heard anything about this? There's officially a drag queen X-Men that's going to be coming out. I think they announced it last year, but I think Shea Coulee, which was one of the drag queens that the artist based the new X-Men off of, just confirmed that they're going to be
we're
joining the
talking
Marvel
comic
universe.
style X-Men. Right?
No, it's going to be
Or-
it's going to be in a show. I thought so.
Because
Darnell Wade.
I haven't seen MCU. MCU hasn't confirmed anything X-Men wise.
Mutants, yeah.
And the only thing X-Men wise that's been confirmed from Disney has been X-Men
Cartoon.
97, which is dropping. I mean, unless they're bringing them into voice.
Maybe that's
possible for X-Men 97, because I know they were redoing the voices for like Jubilee. They were bringing in an actual. They wanted to bring in an Asian voice actor for that, but then they took the old voice actor and gave her a new role, so it's possible. That's the only X-Men thing I think that's been on the border.
Yeah,
right?
there hasn't been anything else with
unless it's actually comic talk and they're designing a new character in the comic wise.
I'm
That's
looking
cool.
it up right now. I just so I know that I'm on like Entertainment Weekly right now. I don't think I've looked at this in forever.
Oh, you're
But yeah, it's talking about the confirmation that Shea Coulee is going to be involved. Disney Plus's upcoming Ironheart TV show.
Oh.
Based on the comic book character of Ironheart follows. Yeah. So maybe I'll find out more about it. I'll do my research before I talk next time. But I was super excited that I had some drag queen news to share with you.
I am excited for Ironheart, by the way, because I, with DBZ, got to see the new Wakanda Forever commercial or trailer.
Yeah.
And yeah, that shit was like, I had a tear from that trailer. I was like,
dude, those
damn it, you
so
fucking did it to
emotional.
me. Like, stop it.
So fucking emotional.
Right?
It's like,
I'm all
just a
excited, but
single
it's
tear.
because now you're making me cry for Chadwick Boseman. Like,
Exactly.
damn
And that's what
dude.
it is. Because of Chadwick Boseman. We know he's not here anymore. And it's like,
it is.
fuck.
I can't wait
Like,
for that. That I'm excited for.
that looks,
Mhm.
yeah, that looks fantastic.
Yeah.
My last nerdy thing I'm gonna say is go out and fucking see DBZ, because right now it's the top film for the weekend.
Yep.
Help keeping it go.
Fuck yeah.
Listen, Kaylee,
sorry,
when
no.
the new Avatar drops, I'm gonna be promoting the shit out of that too. But it hasn't.
I
done
mean,
yet,
that's
so.
fine. I love that for you.
See, I'm not a DBZ fan, sorry.
I can
I
feel the
was.
detest. It's like no. Wait. How does Anthony feel about DBZ?
Oh, love.
Did he see the new movie yet?
No.
Are you gonna go with him? Are you gonna make him go by himself?
No. I'm gonna send him with the 13-year-old. Like he likes that stuff too.
Or
Anthony
you could
goes-
send him with the scuba.
I was gonna
'cause
say
I'll
scuba goes-
I'll gladly go fucking watch that shit again.
Why
Dude,
don't you
the
take both of them? Bring your woman over here. She and I will play with the monstrous
What if she-
4-year-old, and you guys can go to the movies. Do it. Come over.
Wait, does
you got a
Mel
date.
like DBZ?
She loves DBZ. She took her boys to watch it.
Yeah, but she can hang out with me. She can bring her boys over here.
I don't know. She might want to watch. She might
she
want to
says she-
rewatch DBZ. I don't know.
She says she's down with that too, though. So yeah, my boy who we went to go see DBZ with, he went literally the next fucking day. And he's like, yeah, I just got out and saw it again. I was like, are you fucking serious? I'm like, I'm jealous, dude.
I wish I had something I was that into that I would go like do that with. I just don't have anything that's in that realm of obsession at the moment.
I was just bummed watching it because my son and I have gone to watch these movies since they've been coming out in theaters. We were both
Mhm.
huge DBZ fans, and this was the first one I did not get to watch with him because he was working. But he watched it the same day I did. And when he got out of work, because he works at the movie theater, he went straight to go watch the movie. And he watched it. He watched the English dub, and then he watched the sub. And he said the English dub was way better than the sub. He said the voices.
Really?
Yeah, he said the voices in the sub just didn't match that power that the English dub had.
So my wife accidentally almost bought tickets for the subtitled one, and then she like instantly hit the brake check because she hates Japanese Vegeta voice because she's like, no, I fucking can't stand it. So
yeah,
I mean, is that kind of like how Predator? Everybody was saying to watch it. But it was it the Comanche?
I still need to watch that.
Yeah,
I need to watch it too.
Well, like you guys will all see this a million times. That'll be me with Halloween.
Bob, I can't hear a word you were saying, dude.
Yeah.
It was just popcorn.
It's
bud.
dubbed. That's why.
Konnichiwa.
You can't hear me?
there's a delay, and then you sound like you're talking really fast, just like a. But it's
All
popping.
right. You know what? We're just gonna wrap this shit up. It's 2 hours, anyways. I think we're good enough. So,
You want me to do your outro for you, Bobby?
Yeah, I can't. This is fucking. This
Okay,
right.
but say
This
thick
sucks.
while you're doing this voice, though.
Thick.
yeah, it came through on that one. I love how the thick came through fucking clear as hell.
Oh, I'm ugly laughing.
That came in thick
awesome.
as fuck.
All right, everybody, the cleansed. Kaylee, you want to start us off on the sign up?
No.
She's like, no, fuck off. All right, I'll sign off for
Thick to say.
Scoops. You want to start us off? We'll go clockwise.
Ladies and gentlemen, as always, I'm your host with the ghost, the prince of the paranormal, the duke of the dead, Lord Scoopacabra, saying, peace, baby. I love you.
Bob, you can try it if you want.
This is your killing machine. And Bob, I can't fucking talk. God damn it.
All right.
This is your killing machine. Bobby once saying, "We'll thick you next week."
I'll
It
translate.
kinda
He
came
said,
through. I'll fix that way. He'll thick you next week.
yeah, he translated. I was going to translate.
All right.
Thank you
Kaylee?
so much for having me. My name is Kaylee Diaz of the 50 States of Terror podcast. You can find us on all the socials at 50 States of Terror, except Twitter, which is 50 States Terror because there was a character limit. I always enjoy chatting with you guys. I'm happy to pop in whenever you need us. And yeah, I look forward to that being soon.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you for joining us once again.
Mhm.
Catch out 50 States of 50 States of Terror on all your wherever you can find podcasts.
Mhm.
And I am your Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, saying adios, Gorehounds. And remember, stay fresh.